Yo, can you hear me? What's going on? How's my people doing? Wait, let me fix this. No, there's too much. That's good. Y'all hear me now? Y'all hear me now? Good now? What's going on? Let's go. Happy New Year. Happy Horse Year, my people. Camilla Meg, happy Lunar Year to you as well. JNsker95, Amberallo 196. What's going on? Vin Nguyen, my brother from Vietnam, yeah? I know the name. Kevin, what's going on? Slim D's, all my people in here. How's it going? How's the horse year treating you guys? First day of the year, huh? First day of the horse year. So, what should we do on the first day? You gotta treat today as the first day of the year, essentially, to set the tone, right? You gotta think, how do you want your horse year to go? And then you go hard on the 17th of February to take action based off on how you want the year to, take place. You wanna work out, you wanna get into the best shape of life in 2026. Good day to hit the gym. Set the tone, right? Go hard. You wanna, make money this year. Do some business, deal with finances, right? Get paid, get some sales, get some money in the bank, take out some cash, right? Manifest that energy for the horse year. You want to learn, you want to study, read a book this year. You want to essentially go through the list, right? Make a list for everything you want to achieve this year and then set the tone, even if it's something little, even if it's a 5-minute action, just to make the imprint for this year, right? That's how you approach the horse year. That's how you approach all the big imprints, right? The 1st of January, imprinting the new 20 for the whole year. Your own birthday, you're your new personal cycle, imprinting how the next 1 year goes for you. And now the Chinese zodiac year, when you imprint for the horse year, right? So that's the mindset. You gotta always take action very consciously based off the energy based off how you want the year to go, right? So for me, I'm doing readings. For me, I went to work out, hit the gym, of course. For me, I'm going live, started right up here, right? That's exactly what I'm planning on doing this year, and that's how it goes. Kid is sleeping, yes sir. Rasmus, this is a dog ear cat, right? Yeah, I just told him he's gonna have a good year coming up. Hey, born 2018, you're a dog, he's gonna have a good year coming up, yes sir. So sad snake is over. I mean, don't be sad it's over. Be happy it happened, right? Exactly. Yo, you're a pig, you're so happy this morning. Hey, congratulations. W's in the chat, clap it up for the pigs. They got through the year. It was a long one, wasn't it? It was like 13 months, huh? Like 13 months of straight enemy here. God damn, you know what I'm saying? But a happy new year for the piggies. People born 2007, 1995, 1983. Your year of hell is over. Your enemy is over. Now you're on top of the food chain. Think about it. The next snake year comes 2037. So those pigs, you got through it. It's good. You made it out. You're alive. Be very proud of yourself, right? Now you got 11 next year, smooth sailing, nothing to worry about. So again, people born near the pig, now is the time to go hard. Now they can take action. If you born 2007, 1995, 1983, you're the pig, and now the horse year, your enemy is over, you're gonna feel like a balloon that's what held underwater, right? You're literally gonna feel like, a weight has been lifted off your shoulder. Now you can actually do stuff. You can actually take action, right? The pigs don't have to lay low anymore. The pigs can go out there, go hard, take action, and get what's yours, right? So if you're born near the pig, it's go time. No more slacking off, no more laying low. Now is your time to take action. And of course, the next in line is the rat. People born near the rat, we all know how this gonna look. We all know how it's gonna be for people born near the rat. Your year of hell is here. Last one was 2014. It's been 12 years since 2014. And now is again your time to pay the pill. So if you born 2008, 1996, 1984, you're the rat. You know how this goes. I need to repeat myself. Lay low, play safe, don't take risk. If you're a rat, do not have a kid this year. If you're a rat, don't start a company this year. If you are a rat, don't move into a new country. Don't move into a new city. Don't make any massive imprints, massive changes in your life. Because the thing you start and the NM energy make a bad imprint and it's not going to benefit you as much as you want it to. That's the thing about rat energy. Yes, New York City is cooked. If you're living in NYC, you're going to feel the effects. If you're living in Nevada, found a little rat, you're gonna feel the effects in 2026, the horse year. People living in Australia, New Zealand, and Israel, found the other rat, all these countries are gonna feel it in 2026. So even, let's say, if you're born year of the, dog, let's say, right? And you're living in Australia, found the other rat, isn't that the horse year is not gonna be as good for you as it's gonna be for the dogs, because you're under enemy energy. See what I'm saying? So the environment plays a huge role as well. You look at your closet. You can take the H&M clothes, you can put back in a lineup, and Puma, found the other rat, toss it out. Any rat energy, any rat clothes, you wanna let go of them, you wanna put them in the bag, put them to the corner of the closet. You don't wanna wear any rat energy, in this year. You shouldn't drive a Land Rover 2026 year horse. Land Rover found a different rat. That's how it is. Does 2008 rats get hit very hard? Or you can't say, yeah, brother, you're getting hit. I mean, you're 17, 18. Everybody gets hit when they're 17, 18, bro. Everybody gets hit. Is what it is. All right, so let me read the chat. How's it going, guys? How was Miami? Miami was good. I mean, to be honest, I don't really enjoy America. I don't really enjoy traveling there. But again, like, Miami is in America, as most of the people tell me, right? Like, that's my perception of the US and A is Miami, right? But that's not really, as from what I've heard, is not a really accurate representation of the country, is it? Miami is like a video game, So for me, too many people, bro. Too many cars, too much action, too much going on. I could never live in such an environment, bro. I like my peace and quiet. But overall, it's good. Got a lot of work done. Saw the GG33 people. Linked up with the homies. Linked up with Nick. We had a podcast with Nick and Ocha. That was fire. I love doing that. So that was definitely cool. Overall, very successful trip. But I'm happy to be home now as well. 2025, Snake, you kicked your ass there in. Hey, glad it's over now, yeah? Glad it's over. You're a dog. Your dad's a 32 rat. I want to learn to drive a car this year. Get the driver's license. But should I drive with my dad? Probably not in that sense. Miami and USA is probably the worst place for me as a tiger. It really is. How is the food? Terrible, bro. Terrible. Food was shit. My body cannot stomach American food. I don't know what to put in there. Is it the chemicals? Is it, the something else? So I went for the safe option and just had pizza the entire time. That's the thing I ate, bro. Just ate pizza for the whole time. Keep it safe, right? And then a good quality pizza. You two got way too. Yeah, bro, the second stream, it wasn't it, bro. Those cheaters knocked us the fuck out. Yeah, that wasn't the brightest idea to have around too. It definitely wasn't. It is it is what it is. Alright, Mario Vorkambas with $10. The first donation, super chat for the horse year. Let's go. 7/23/1989. How is the year of the horse going to be for me? So you're born year the snake, so the horse year is not gonna be as good as last year was for you. No matter what it is, it's not gonna be as good as last year was, obviously, right? Because you got out of your snake year, your peak of energy has dropped now massively, so you're gonna feel the difference. Things aren't gonna come as easy for you anymore. People born near the snake, like, at this point you usually start to realize, like, damn, I should have done more. A lot of snakes, now that it's actually over, they feel it. It hits you. You feel the difference. Trust me, when 2023 my cat year ended, I felt it. I fucking felt it. When 2024, it was like 2024 January 29th or something, around, I don't remember, around that area, you feel it. You feel it, and things don't come as easy anymore. You don't get so much luck anymore. Things don't fall through the window for you as easy anymore. And it's like goddamn, and then it hits you. It's not coming back for another 11 years. It fucking hit me. Next cat year is 2035. I'm like, shit, I'm still 9 years away, bro. God damn, like, the cat year, the energy 2023, she felt so good for me, I just loved it so much. And then it one day ended, and like, damn it, it's not coming back for another 11 years, what the hell. So that's the realization most snakes are gonna go through as well. But see, what you can do is you can just continue on all the success you started before. You don't have to fall off. You can actually elevate yourself and have more success because of the things you started. I hope you snakes took a lot of chances last year and started new things. So let's say everything you started, everything you wanted to do should have been started by now, right? You started a company, you launched your business, you opened new bank accounts, you made new imprints, and you set everything in motion. And now is the time you can go hard and kind of continue riding the wave. continue to ride the wave, continue on all the success you've had before, and don't build upon all the things you started, right? So snakes can definitely have still a very good 2026. Horse and snake, are pretty good together. Nothing crazy about it, but nothing bad about it either. So you can definitely, work hard, right? If you work hard and continue on everything you started before, you can definitely have a very positive year, 100%. Now you are 723, so this year you are gonna be in a 3 personal year, right? So right now in a 3 personal year, do a little bit everything, talk, socialize, and after your birthday this year, you go into a 22 personal year. So for the next 5 months, you really want to try everything, do a little bit everything. You're going to have more fun. It's okay to let loose a little bit. But after your birthday this year, you go into that 22 personal year. Then it's go time again. No time to slack off, brother. All right, next up, John Higgins with the 299, brother. 299. All right, let's see. 30 May 1978, horse in my personal 9 year this year. Any advice? Yeah, use the 8 year while you have it. Go hard into your 8 year. Your 9 year, it's not going to be as good in a horse year anymore. If you go to a 9 year and it's your horse year, it's not as good, right? So right now you're still in an 8 year, double up, triple up, get what's yours. Really, no time to waste. You got 3 months left. Next 3.5 months, most important months of the, no, 2.5 months. My fault, brother, you got even less. Wait, no? Yeah, no, 3.5. You're good. Next 3.5 months, most important months of the horse year, for sure. Fresh mozzarella is the best pizza. Margarita, yes sir, brother. Yes sir. My knee started to hurt this day. Didn't hurt until yesterday. What's going on? All right, Raymond 1433 25 2001 in my personal 8 year. Let's see if that. Let me check if that snake year. It's just to double check if that's a dragon or a snake. Yes, you're still a snake. Where do you have this? Alright, so you're a snake now in an 8 personal year. Yeah, congratulations, 8 years just started. So I mean, honestly, this year might be, better for you financially than the last year, even though that was a snake year. You're in an 8 year, go hard. When you go to an 8 personal year, no matter what year it is, you go hard. See, my 8 year 2024 was a dragon year. Dragon and cat are neutral, right? That's when I started my YouTube channel. That's when I started making videos for myself. I launched the multiple companies, my Shunga store. I started, joined the Q app. Everything in my 8th year, even though it was the, dragon year going into the snake year, right? So no matter in your 8th year, double up, triple up, get what's yours, right? So same story as I said to the other guy. I hope, continuous success you had. And even now, right? The best time, again, it's funny to say now, but the 2 weeks you had in a snake year and an 8th year, I hope you made some imprints, took some chances. And now this year, let's see, the first half of this year might be kind of slow for you, honestly. I feel like you're really gonna, it's around the time of June, around the time of May to June, I feel your energy is really gonna unlock. Around the time of May to June, after those years, I expect you to travel a lot, in the summer. So spend the summer traveling. Don't be stagnant, stuck in one place in the summer. And that's the best advice for you. And then later in your life, later in the year, like after, let's see, like October, September, after those years, I feel like you're gonna start working out a lot. Start working out a lot more. So that's my prediction for you in this year, essentially. Go hard, take action. Make what happened. My bad, bro. They look at my. Hey, I appreciate it, bro. I was joking, brother. I'm not greedy. I appreciate every dollar people give me. You guys make it possible, so I'll make sure to give you value for it, right? That's the difference, I'm not just taking your money. I'm actually giving you something in return, and I'll do my best, always, honestly, to give you what you pay for and give you that insight to help you with this knowledge. That's the beauty of numerology astrology. You literally can, help people so much with it. You can align people. You can be the best version of yourself through these numbers. So think about your birthday as the cards you've been dealt at the start of the game, right? If you guys ever play poker, at the start of the game, you get dealt 2 cards, your life pattern, and the day you're born, for example, the life pattern showing your zodiac sign. Now, and throughout the game, you can bluff, you can raise, you can fold, but you can't get another set of cards, right? You can't until the next turn around. So with numerology astrology, what we're doing here is really to make sure you guys can just be the best version of who you came down here as to experience. So you can be the best 1 life path cat. So you can be the best 3 life path snake. So you can be the best, 4 life path dragon that's ever been, right? And the more you align yourself with your frequencies, the better thing we go. The Q calculator is great. Hey guys, of course. How could I forget? Today's a big day in the Q app, isn't it? New calculator. Check it out. The new calculator is here. Q 2.0. Really the biggest update that's ever been in the Q app is finally here. We have worked so hard with this, and I'm so proud of all of the team. And I'ma take my credit as well. It was mostly designed by me. Most of the data in there was written all by me. Whether it's for think about like the Western one, the Chinese zodiac one, the numerology one. I'll take my credit. It was mostly me. So ain't no shame in that, right? So yeah, go check it out. Go through it all. You will master numerology just by going through this cycle, right? So look at this. So here we have the study section, right? If you guys see, we have the the study section of 15 different pages. So this study section was essentially what the calculator was before, right? Think about it. This study section was what the entire calculator was before, 15 pages. Now all of these new things, all of these new pages, everything's new. You have I wish I could put it on. I'll pull it up on screen, but I'm having problems with the thing that I used to show you for next time. Next stream we'll do a proper showcase of the Q app on your updates. But think about it, you have the core strengths, you have the overview, you have the date inside as well, right? You hear your life path and you click the day sign in the corner, tells you about the date as well, right? That's completely new. You have strengths, weaknesses, career, relationships, personal cycle is in there, and compatibility as well, right? You have compatibility, for example, for all the signs, all the numbers. And if you your lifetime, you're gonna essentially learn all the friendly and enemy signs, enemy numbers, just from this one page, right? Then you can click through the 3 different top pages, right? So you can put the 3 life paths, the numerology. You can click in the middle, that's the horse energy. So now it's gonna show you all the Chinese astrology inside. And now on the right side, we have Western astrology inside as well. And guys, you learn Western astrology from us, you're gonna see it's different. We do Western astrology. You can be sure we only put in there stuff that actually works, that actually gets results. Yes, sir. 11 energy, bro. Internet is bad. Is my internet glitching, or is that on you, bro? Alright, let's do it. You got a reading 720 TJC 4744 with $20. Appreciate it. 725 1985. How's this year for me, big brother? I'm an oxygen and 5 personal year. Alright, so this year is gonna be very crucial for you because you're born year of the ox and the clock is ticking for you. 2027 in about 12 months, the year of the goat, your enemy year is here. So you gotta really double up next 12 months. Next 12 months are so crucial for you because you wanna do more so you can do less 2027. That's my advice now for people born year of dogs. If you do 2009, the 1985, 1997 year of dogs, double up, triple up in 2026 because your year of hell is 2027. So if the more money you can make now, the more comfortable you'll be in 2027. The more you can set yourself up for a W in this year, the less you have to do 2027. If you need a new job, do it now. You need to move into a new place, do it now. You need to buy a new car, buy it in 2026. You don't gotta do it in 2027, right? The GOAT year. That's my advice for oxes, right? So now in a 5 personal year as well, it's a great time for you to, obviously travel. Obviously, let me give you something different, right? I'm tired of always saying the same shit. So now, in 5 years are big for evolving. Put yourself in new environments. Put yourself in new experiences. Try new things, right? Don't settle for the same old in a 5 year. See, 5 is very big number for evolving, taking it to the next step, right? So look at the word new. N is 14th letter, he is 5th letter, W is 23rd, E 555, new. So as in a 5 energy, you're always supposed to put yourself in new environments. Look for the next situation, try new things. Because through those experiences, you will evolve yourself to the next level. Look at the letterology. Evolve, EE. Experience, EE. To the next level, next EE level, EE. You see E, the 5th letter, right? You see how it all combines. So now you are not just in a 5 year, this applies to your whole life. Look, think about it. You're born on the 25th, you have a 5 there, 1985. And 1985 is a 5 universal year. So what I just told you here really applies to your whole life, brother. Gotta change, gotta do different things. Can't settle for being stuck. The moment you feel stagnant, the moment you're getting used to your environment, is the moment you want to switch it up. That's my advice for you. All right, October 22nd, 1985. Hey, another 1985. Same story, another 1985 in a 5 personal year. So hey, I just got a 2-in-1 right here, right? Johnny Kenny, listen to what I said to the other guy, because everything applies the same. Literally, you are in a 5 personally as well. You are an ox as well. You gotta go hard this year. Hey, you just got a double 2-for-1, right? But now the big difference with you, let me check. You are a 1 life path born at 22nd. You have and an ox, very strong leadership energy. Very, very strong leader energy. People will naturally follow you. People will look at you for guidance. People will naturally follow your lead. So make sure you have to be, as a person, the best version of yourself. How can you lead people if you switch and doubtful yourself? You have to literally embody the element of a leader. Be the best version of yourself. Lead through example. Johnny Kenny, you have a big responsibility being a 1 life path on the 22nd and an ox, right? You cannot slip. You cannot, fail. You have to be the best version of yourself. Without it, how can you expect people to follow you? Now, but the same applies, go hard this year. Next year is gonna be shit for you. And travel, change, look for new opportunities. So now, next year you guys are going, look at this. Johnny is going to a 33 personal year. Look at that. To October 22. This year, October 22, 2026, you go into a 33 personal year. Look at that. So throughout the enemy year, you will be in a 33 personal year. 2027 is gonna be very interesting for you. Very interesting. I think it's all gonna be a life-changing year. Your outlook of life will change. You will awaken. You will really... It might not be completely terrible for you, in a sense, like... How can I put it, without setting you up for loss? You shouldn't go into the year scared. If you have a 33 personal year in the enemy year, then it's not something to be afraid of. It's something to embrace, take it head on, essentially. Of course, don't do nothing stupid. Of course, don't have a kid. Of course, don't slip up, right? But it's gonna be a huge learning experience for you. It's gonna be a massive chance for you to level up and evolve, right? The things you go through, the things you learn in 2027, a lot of it is gonna be meant to be. So that's my advice for you. Would you say this the best combo, 1128 dog? There's no best, brother. There's no best and worst. Everybody has their own yin and the yang. Best for something, worst for something else, right? That's the thing, people always want to compare. People always want to be, I'm the best, that's the best. No, that's not how this game works. People always say, oh, you're a 9, oh, you're the worst. No, every number is, essentially on the same level. 1 to 9, normal numbers, 11, 22, 33, 11, 22, 33 master numbers at a higher frequency, right? But the potential is always the same because it's your soul. Again, not potential for all the life paths is the same, but the soul is the potential is the same. Someone might be a 33, or there might be a 9. 33 might look at a 9 and be like, you're shit. But that 9 has the potential to get to that 32 level one day as well. Because it's the soul that matters. It's your awareness that matters, and that's eternal, right? This numerology, this imprint, is just your avatar in this video game, in this reincarnation. It's just one of the characters you're playing, in the grand scheme of things, right? Alright, Young Cal with 15 AED. What's no idea what currency this is. Australian. Anyway, it says 15 September 1999. My cat personally level 7 and day pillar medal. The day pillar doesn't have a huge effect. Let me tell you that straight up. So you are not in a personal 7 right now. Right now you're still in a 6, right? You're still in a 6 personal year, and your personal year has an element of 33 in it as well. Look at that, September 15th, 2025. If you keep the 15 whole, you get the 33. That's the thing, let me tell you, right? That's one of the things with the personal cycle and with numerology. There's always exceptions, right? Sometimes you can keep the day whole. Sometimes you can keep the day whole to get to 33, right? Like Gary's friend Sheikh Suleiman on 10-10-1984. If you keep one of those 10s whole, gets to 33. So he has that 33 energy within him, right? It's a potential. Just like the day is coming up 21st of February. 2/21/2026. If you normally we teach people to keep 20, reduce everything down, right? Reduce down 21, so it's 2 + 2 + 1 + 2026 adds up to 15, 1 + 5 = 6. But see, there are exceptions in numerology, right? So now you can keep the 21 whole, getting to a 33. So see, February 21st is gonna have an element of 32 energy in it as well, right? So think about it. You were born 15 September last year, 2025, you went into 33 personal year. So definitely learn, study, evolve the mind. That's my advice in 32 years. It can definitely be very, very life-changing. X Rambo GX with $10. 4/14/1994. Should I wait till birthday to go hard? I want to create an LLC for my ecom business, but I'm not sure if I should prioritize a 28/7 day with an 82% compatibility, a 3/7 day with 100% compatibility. Brother, I don't think you should start anything on a 7-day. I don't think you should start an ecom business on a 7-day, regardless of compatibility. See, that's the thing about, just going based off the compatibility, because it can be misleading because context is very important, right? You're not, so let's say 7-day might give you the super compatibility, but 7 is not the best number for money. Starting a business, launching a company on the 7 energy, it won't really give you the results that you really want, right? Regardless of the compatibility, right? Starting, maybe a 9 light per day might be, your best friend energy, your 4 light path, right? The 9 light per day gives a good compatibility, everything else checks out as well. That's still not a good day to start new things, regardless if it's a compatible day for you, right? Compatibility, numerology, especially with the Q app, it just looks at, compares two things, two dates, looks at all the hundreds of codes within it essentially, and compares them to give the most accurate, on paper, compatibility percentage. It's a great tool to use to advantage, but you have to also apply, the context to it yourself. So we're gonna update it, don't worry, we're gonna update the compatibility calculator to actually show these sort of things, to give context, and to give, let you decide if it's a date, if it's a person, what it is you're comparing. But like in this case, I don't think you should just start it on a 7-day, brother. It's an ecom business. Why the hell would you, know what I'm saying? Makes sense what I'm saying, right? When you think about it like this. So if you want a good proper dates, get a reading, we'll hook you up. And should you wait until after your birthday to go hard, you can start doing stuff. You can focus the next 2 months to really, get into motion. You shouldn't sloth around. You shouldn't be lazy. You shouldn't just, lay low and play safe, right? You can definitely take some action, work where it's working out, where it's learning, Don't waste time. Don't let a minute of the horse you go to waste, but it won't be best for new beginnings, right? This can be a great time still for you to let go of things, move on to things, or returning to something you previously done. That's a big thing of 9 energy as well. 9 is not just completion, 9 is also returning to something. So you go through a 9 personal cycle, it can be a great time to return to a project that was half done, return to a place you previously visited, and these sort of things, that can be an angle for you to consider. Alright, next up, will that make me lucky or unlucky? Doesn't affect the year. Awesome work, thank you, appreciate it. Young Cal, you don't compare, you compare things at their own level. Every pillar by itself, year to year, month to month, time to time, day to day. You don't mix them with each other. A snake still in a snake year until their birthday? No, the snake year is over and it ain't coming back till 2037. What about me, brother? You're a dragon, 1 life path. Looking to be a decent year for you, honestly, on all sides, honestly. A lucky year, let's put it like this. Thank you, loving that, appreciate it. It's very good, yeah, very, very good. Happy horse year. Jose Carmano is 17, I appreciate it, my friend. Happy horse year, David, and happy 17th. I'm 10/27/1994, 33/6 dog, let's go. But I wanted to get a reading for my son, 11/17/2022, 7 life path tiger, trying to make us both rise ranks. So I mean, what should you do with a kid? Now, listen to this, here's the thing. He's now in a 28 personal year, right? Your son is in a 28 personal cycle, right? 1 new beginnings, it's a horse year, a great time for him to start new things. The problem is, that dude's 3 years old. What are you gonna do with a 3-year-old, right? You can't really open a bank account for him, you can't really do those things for him. So you just gotta figure out, you wanna essentially... I love this birthday, by the way. He has a very, very strong birthday. He has the brains for it, and he has the element of money within him. He's a tiger. He's going to be strong, unlike most 7s. 7 light path tiger is really a cheat code combination, because 7 is the most fragile number. 7s usually get hurt the most, but tigers are very strong. Tigers are very, very durable. Tigers got the strength within them. So if you're a 7 life path and a tiger, you kind of get the best of 2 worlds, because, let me be frank, a lot of tigers aren't the smartest. Tiger can be considered the dumbest sign out of all 12. Now, there's tigers watching this who can get offended. There's no point, because if there's 12 signs, one has to be the smartest, which is the monkey. Tiger, the other one, is the dumbest, right? Yin to the yang, right? So it is what it is. So it doesn't mean all tigers are dumb. If you have someone like a 7 life path tiger born on 17th, very intelligent, very smart combination. Now, and he's now in a 28 personal year. So, great time for money, great time for business, starting new things. And if you wanna make some good imprints for him, I don't know, buy him a wallet or buy him a bank account or just teach him money or some finance. I don't know, brother. You know, it's hard giving advice to a 3-year-old. What should they do? But, you know, let's say making some investments in his name. You know, make one of those, you know, 20-year-old investments, you know, in the index funds or something like that, you know, that you just put on to grow and forget about it, right? Maybe those sort of imprints can be beneficial for him, you know, and having a lot of new starts, right? No, I know what to do. New beginnings, right? He's 3 years old. He's getting, you know, becoming more like a person. He can talk. He can think better. He can, you know, comprehend things better. So it's going to be a year full of new beginnings for him. I was worried. I was talking about finance, right? But the 28 is still a 1 energy. So this is a great year for him to try a lot of firsts. First time riding a bike. First time doing something this. First time throwing a basketball. First time for everything. 2026 is the year of first for him. And it can be a great imprint for long term. Make sense, Jose? Wish you best of luck. You're a dog and he's a tiger. A lovely combination. You guys will get along great. ADOOM29 with 200 Mexicans. I appreciate it, brother. How much is that? 200 Mexican pesos. 1167. Appreciate it, my homie. Anyway, so where are we at? 1029 1999. So you are a cat. So cats we can have a pretty good 2026, especially because you born 1999, a 1 universal year, and 2026 is a 1 universal year as well. So you're going back into your own, your personal year is going to match your life path this year. So after your birthday, you're 10/29, 1999, you're 4 life paths. So this year on your birthday, 10/29, 2026, you go into a 22/4 personal cycle, matching your energy. So this year can be very good for you. Before your birthday is not as good, but after your birthday, you're going to fully be tapped into your own energy. Now, this year for you, my advice is to go very hard, take action and work out. Guys, check it out. 2026 is the horse year. Horse is one of the most athletic signs in the zodiac. It's also a 1 universal year. 2 plus 2 plus 6 is 10, that's a 1. 1 plus horse energy, one of the most athletic combinations. Think about it. If you want to get in shape, you want to work out, you want to, you know, get a six-pack, you want to be in the best shape of your life, this is the year to do it. This is the best year to work out, get in shape or any physical activities. That's the energy is lined and it's going to support people who are tapping into that. If you're lazy, if you're getting fat this year, you're going against the energy. As easy as that. If you're lazy, if you're unambitious, if you're just, you know, slacking off, you're going against the energy, right? This is my advice for everybody. Hit the gym, go for a run, go for a walk, spend more time outdoors. Let me go on a rant here. Let me tell you guys, you know, how does the horse live? Horses do not want to be stuck in a barn. Listen to me now. Horses, the animals, they want to work, they want to go out. Horses need freedom. What is the horse here all about? It's about freedom. It's about tapping into your own authenticity. It's about tapping in to your freedom, embracing it, not being controlled, not being shut down, not being forced, no one telling you what to do, right? That's what the horse energy is all about. So think about it. You're going to see it way more in the grand scale. Wait, ADO, let me just, before I rant, let me finish this reading. Oh, 10, 29, 90, 20, sorry, I'm sorry for switching between things. I just don't want to keep you waiting. So this year, it's going to be very good for you. It's all going to be all about trying different things, right? You're going to take a different approach. You're a full life path. You used to working hard and just locking in and you're being consistent. But this year, you need a little bit of a new approach. You need to do a little bit of everything. You be a jack of all trades kind of person because you're in a 3-person cycle, right? So it's a very good time to try different things, expand your horizon, you know, expand your outlook on life. Be adaptive, go with the flow, and you really try different things, network, meet new people. And you can have a very good year. And then after your birthday this year, all of those connections you made, all the things you tried, you see what works, and then you go all out with it. You also have a lot of 9s in your birthday. Look at this, 1999 and 29th. You have a lot of 9s in your birthday, even though you're not on 9 life path, you're born on 9th. So environment is key for you as well. You gotta always remember, you can't do shit if you're around, you know, degenerates. It's not gonna work. And throughout this year, into next year, big changes in your life as well. Big changes in your life, after which you're gonna, you know, I feel like you're gonna open up a lot more. You're gonna open up a lot more. You're gonna start making a lot more friends and meeting new people. And that's gonna, you know, huge changes coming into life in the next couple of years. Go hard, make the most out of it. Now, so guys, horse year, right? Look at what's happening in the world right now. Whether it's with the Epstein files, you know, whether the truth coming out, more and more people are realizing the truth. more and more people are putting all the tinfoil hats, right? More and more people realize the conspiracy theorists were correct. We were all correct with everything, back in COVID days, we all were correct. We were right. Everyone, you guys here, we were right, and now the normies have come to accept that. So what's gonna happen in a horse year? Horse is the rebel. So you're gonna see, you guys are, humanity as a whole, is gonna be a massive awakening. It's people waking up, fighting against the system. People are gonna be stepping in and saying they don't want to play this game anymore. They're done with this bullshit. They're done paying taxes. They're done going along with this garbage if this all being, spent on nonsense. That's what you're gonna see in a horse year, is people really, it's a rebel. Horse is the rebel sign. It's also the fire horse. We talked about the fire horse, right? This is a Chinese, superstition that fire horses, born are bad luck for the family. That superstition was implanted in this thinking by the CCP, by the government. Because these people knew, the astrologers knew, fire horses are the rebels. Fire horses are the ones who go against the grain, go against the government, who don't accept shit, who don't accept being controlled. So that's the energy throughout the whole 2026 year. It's a one universal year, and it's a fire horse. You're gonna see people get aggressive. You're gonna see some fire. You're gonna see some fireworks, let's put it like this. And it's gonna be all about the people rising up. It's gonna be all about the people, embracing the truth, embracing what's real, right? Embracing the fight against the system. You're gonna see more and more pushback against the elite, against the genders, and holy shit's about to come crashing down. That's what I think is 2026, the horse year, and we're here for it. We are here for it. We've been waiting for this. We've been expecting this, right? 2025 was all about completion. 2025, the 9 year, all about letting go of things, wrapping up things, going with the flow. 2025, if something doesn't work, 9 energy. If something doesn't work, whatever, right? It's a weaker energy, 9 energy. 2026, if something doesn't work, you make it work. That's 2021 energy, right? You have strongest of the survival of the strongest. 2026 to be ambitious, go hard, take action, make things happen. That's the 2026 energy. You want to, succeed under this energy? Be ambitious, be a leader, then embrace authenticity, embrace, independence, do things your way. If something doesn't fit, you make it fit. That's the 2026 mindset. That's the horse mindset, right? Work hard, get busy, get at it, and you have a great 2026. That goes for everybody. All right, horses stomping on y'all this year. Rats better hide on the ground. Yes, sir, Tony. For real. All right, who we got next? Restful Harmo with 20 Australians. No idea what currency that is. Anyways, hi Tave, 28/8/2002 in my year of horse. Life path 22 in personal 9, being stuck and feeling stagnant, working same job and same role. Give me advice on what's in cause for this year in all aspects of life. Brother, if you're feeling stuck, this is the time to let go. What do you want me to say? If you're feeling stuck, what's the problem, right? Only reason you're still feeling this is you're afraid to let go. You're afraid to move on. Quit that job, say fuck it, you're moving on, because this is what it takes. This is literally what it's gonna take. Now, you can be there. Honestly, I would quit as soon as you can, bro. You are 28, looking at your birthday. You will make a lot of money in this life, brother. You should not be afraid to take these risks. You should not be afraid to take risks. You should not be afraid. You're young right now as well, right? What, you're 23. Why the hell are you scared to be stuck in a job where you're feeling stagnant, right? Doing the same shit. Quit that shit, move on, embrace the 9 energy completion, and then just go hard in a horse year. So that's the thing, guys. If you're born near a horse and you don't do shit in 2026, how can you expect to have a good year? You will not believe how many snakes told me, I had a snake year, it wasn't the best year for me. What gives? Then I start talking with them and I realize they didn't do anything. They were just doing the same shit every day. They were doing the same shit they did 2024, 2023, 2022. If you're a horse and you don't look for change, you don't double up and triple up this year, how can you expect to have the best year for life? You can't. You gotta double up, triple up, and take those chances. This is your time to shine. This is your time to put yourself in those moments, those situations, to be risky, to be ambitious, to take those chances. So brother, you're 229 person a year and a horse, feeling stuck in a job, get the hell out of there. Get the hell out of there, you figure it out, and then one day you look back to 2026 and you see how much of a big impact this year made. How much this year changed your life, in your thinking, in your whole outlook on life. You're gonna see, brother. So again, even if it doesn't work out, You're still young. You got a whole life ahead of you. It's another journey, another lesson, right? You can't lose from this situation. Only way you lose from this if you stay in a job you don't like. Make sense? I hope that makes sense. Ben Hernandez 975 with 20 bucks. Appreciate you. 12/12/1983. You have the Q Lifetime app. Changed the game forever. What's this year look like for me? And when should I relaunch my business? It started in 2021 on a 3-day. I wanted to. I don't see the emojis. Not loading. To give you your props. All right. Anyway, so you're a Q Lifetime member. Hey, you enjoy the calculator, don't you? You enjoy what we brought out here, right? Any new people coming in here? The Q calculator launched today. It's a game changer. It's the best. It's a complete game changer. It's like a whole new app. And I'll take all the credit, of course, all credit to Nick, all credit to the developers, all credit to the people who actually made it happen, right? I'm not the developer, right? I didn't have any part in the programming. I didn't build this, right? I know what it takes. It takes a lot. It was done by experts, and our team is, full of killers in this sense. I gave the data. I wrote most of the information in here. I designed most of this, the outline, with the switchable things, and we're very, very proud of how it turned out. It's brilliant. So check out the Q app, learn through it. You can master knowledge astrology simply with this one tool over here. Now, when it comes to you, 12/12/1983, so your non-life path, change the game, what is a good time for you to relaunch your business? Possibly on a 5-day. Let's see, how would give you 28th of March. 28th of March looks pretty good. That's a 5-day, matching with the 9, right? This compatibility, you lifetime, compatibilities, 9 and 5 are very friendly. This is the public one. Gary made this public. So 28th of March, for example, can be a very good time for you. If you don't want to wait that long, 20th of, if you want to go as soon as you can, which I wouldn't mind, the 20th of February, another 5-day. I think a 5-day would be great to relaunch it essentially. But again, depending on the business and what you're doing, I would need more details. I would need more, and you started 2021. So let me think about this. Not a bad time to start it. You're in a one personal year, but it's always an ox year and you're a pig. So depends. What do you mean relaunch your business, right? Are you gonna need to? Why not? You could start another one as well. So again, I'm gonna need more context if you wanna, full insight. And I'll pay attention to your name if you comment anything. But overall, the best dates would be March 28th or the 28th of February. Both are really a lot. Thanks for reading. You're welcome. What if Tiger was born in 7 year, like 2023? Very good combination as well. Monkeys aren't the smartest sign. Bro, monkey's the 9th sign, bro. Monkey 9s are very intelligent. Intelligence starts with an I. Horses, cats, monkeys, snakes are the smartest in their respective trines. Yeah, I don't know about. Yeah, I mean, that's pretty. I mean, rats are pretty. Yeah, in the trines for sure. I mean, makes sense what you're saying, but the monkeys are very intelligent, bro. You must have not spent a lot of time around smart monkeys. You must have not spent a lot of time around monkeys if you don't think they're the most intelligent. If you don't think monkeys are the smartest sign, that's just your inexperience, honestly. Thanks for reading. You're welcome. Haha, yeah, I was about to say the same thing. Feel like pigs are the smartest though. Pigs are the smartest. Yeah, good luck, brother. What sign is the best athlete? I would say horses are very, very good. Horses are naturally very athletic. Tigers and horses, right? Tigers and horses, the best ones. All right, Jose Mendez, 6442 with 10 bucks. 12/5/1997, male, 5/7 life path, ox, 8 personal years soon. 8 personal, sun, 7/15/2024, 6/3 life path dragon. Just found out wife delivery, doc is enemy sign. Any worries? So I mean, for the next one or for the last one, right? Well, with this kid, the delivery doc was enemy sign. What is there to do? Can't go back in time and change it. Only thing you can do is not have him for the next go around, right? It is what it is. If everything is good, if the kid is healthy, nothing to worry about, brother. Don't overthink it. So now this year for you, hey, very similar to all the stuff I was telling the other ones, right? You an ox, and you need with 5 energy as well. Another ox with 5 energy. It's funny how that works. So now you're in an 8 personally as well. So it's really good for you to really go hard. My advice, Jose, make as much money as you can 2026. Literally, get a second job, get a second high hustle. Don't risk it too much, play safe, put money to the side, start, funds, just collect, put it to the side as much as you can, right? because then you can afford to lay low 2027. You're gonna see what a good feeling it is to 2027. You can go to the beach, read a book, eat a coconut, and wait it out. When you can afford to travel, when you can afford to have backups, and you're not gonna be stressed. The worst thing for you, Jose, in 2027, your next enemy year, is when you're being pinched. Think about it. You're being pinched, things are going wrong, it goes from bad to worse, right? So just you have those backups, you have those safety nets. That's going to be the best thing for you, especially now in an 8 year. Now, you go into a 9 year this year after your birthday. So 2027, I want to tell you this year. Like next year, you have a 9 year and your enemy year. Pretty good, killing two birds with one stone, essentially. So now, what I want to say about your energy. This year, let me think. Financial energy is gonna be the best, honestly. The first 3-4 months. First 3-4 months go hard, and I feel like after like April, May, after those years, you're gonna travel a lot as well. Similar to what I said to the other guy. Essentially, you're gonna travel as well. Essentially in the summer, and then around August time, after those years, you're gonna spend a lot of time with kids. Now, and your son, 7/15/2024, 6/3 dragon. He's gonna need his family to be there for him. He's one of those birthdays. He's not gonna do well alone. He's a Cancer and a 3 life path, born on the 15th. This is a kid who's gonna need his family. You should not, you gotta, make him feel always loved, that he has a safety net behind him. That's the number one thing. This is not someone who's gonna figure it out on his own. This is not the kid you kick out the door when he's 18 and figure it out. No. This is somebody you always work together with, and you invest in his growth. Best advice I can give you. July 26, 1988, had a rough few years. 2026, let's go. Tell me something I need to know. Alright, I like the rhyme. So you are born at 26, 2026 is your time to shine. People born at 26 will have a good 2026. It matches, right? If you're born at 26, this is your time. This is a great year for you. Go hard, take action, make things happen in your year, right? So again, this cycle is only gonna keep happening for a couple more years. 27 born are gonna have a good 2027, 28 for 2028, the 29th, then you have 30th and 31st, and then this code stops working, right? That's how far it goes. So you're born at 26, take advantage. 2026, definitely your time to shine. If you're struggling with your birthday, it's all about karma, my brother. You're 1988, double 8 with a 8 universal year. You're born at 26th. Karma. Karma from this lifetime or the last one, my friend. So treat others as you want to be treated. Be righteous, be honorable. Don't do anything bad, and be a good person. Do good things without expecting anything in return. That's the best advice I can give you. So this year also, you are now in a 6 personal year. So it's time to really take responsibility. 6 energy is all about taking responsibility. Responsibility for self, responsibility for people around you, looking out for others, considering other people around you. I feel like family, is a very big part of your life, on the good side and the bad side. Growing up definitely wasn't the easiest for you. I can see a lot of problems with the family, perhaps, broken home or divorced parents, anything like that. So you gotta just learn from those experiences and help them make you stronger instead of them weakening you down. There you go. My life, right? Just I did like 8 readings today, and I just come here and start doing them again. Not a date. I did like 6 readings. Do 6 readings, load up this one, and just keep going at it again, right? Ain't that something? All right, calm, cut, authority. My life, huh? It's funny. Mine 9/28/2004. Everything you think I need to know. I think I did it wrong, but hope you see this. Yeah, I saw it. All good, brother. So you have a very good opportunity, my friend, because you're in a 28 personal year. You're born at 28. You're a 7 life path in a 28 personal year. See, 7 energy usually struggles with money, right? 7 energy is really don't do the best with finances, but you born on a 28. 28 and 7 is one of those combinations that work brilliantly together. So now you're also in a 28 personal year. You have to go very hard. Be ambitious, work out, right? I hope you work out. I hope you go to gym. This is the year to grind it out in that sense. Work out. You have a couple really good years coming up. So this year, be very ambitious and learn from your mistakes. Now, I'm not going to say it's going to be easy for you this year. I'm not going to say everything's going to come to you for free. Hell no. You're going to make a lot of mistakes this year. And those mistakes are going to learn you and teach you to be better. You are 22 years old. Now let me tell you this. So now, learn from your mistakes, right? Just to cover the point, learn from your mistakes, because the mistakes and lessons are the most valuable things you can have in this world. See, most great leaders aren't born that way. Most great leaders become one through their life experiences. So this goes for people born at 1st, 10, 1928 and one life paths. You're meant to be ambitious. You're meant to go hard. You're meant to start a bunch of things and fail with a bunch of things, right? And never get discouraged, because within all of those failures are lessons in disguise, right? So you gotta learn from your mistakes, or you keep repeating them until you do. That's the paradox most people don't realize about the game called life. It's evolve or repeat. Either you learn from your mistakes, or shit, you keep repeating them until you do. Now, I'll tell you something cool. You are 22 years old, my friend. You have the master builder energy. When you are 22 years old, it only happens once in your life, doesn't it? Right when you're 22. So you get that 22 energy in a very... Oh no, I'm tripping, bro. You're turning 22 this year. It's 2026, right? I miscalculated. Hey, it's getting late in here. It's like 1 a.m. Anyway, so now, okay, let me switch it up. This year, you're gonna... It still applies, right? This year, after your birthday, you're turning 22 years old. You're gonna only be 22 once in your life. And you get the pure, very pure version of the 22 energy. Just like, roosters born 1993 are gonna be turning 33 throughout 2026, so they get the 33 energy this year. So people born 1993 especially, very important year 2026, because they're turning 33 years old. Only happens once in their life. What does it mean? Life-changing year. That's what it means. A lot of potential, not a guarantee it's gonna be easy by any means of imagination. 33 energy always brings an element of awakening, always brings an element of epiphanies, on realizing and, digging deeper and figuring stuff out, right? A lot of roosters are gonna gravitate towards numerology astrology and GG33 in 2026 because they're turning 32 years old. That's what it means. Now, you're turning 22, so this year after your birthday is gonna be all about building. So right now, 1 personal year, 28 personal year, take action, be ambitious, learn, gain experience, and then after your birthday this year, you go into 11 personal year. Master number, right? The emotional energy, very spiritual, and you're gonna be 22 years old. 22-11 combination, big year coming up for you, my friend. And this is all just a building block, actually, towards 2028, your root monkey year. Today, this monkey has it going for him. I'll tell you this, I like this birthday. This monkey has a lot going for him, especially in the next 3 years, into 2028. Go hard, I want to see you drive. Want to see you dominate, brother. Alright, what is the name? Yivarhutjunyan. Is this accurate? Did I butcher it? Yivarhutjunyan 9832 with $20. I appreciate it. Hi, I'm female, 6'10", 1989, 7 life as snake, husband 7'5", 1983. Hello, hey. He's a pig, eh? He's a piggy. It's problem number 1. Now, the good news is, I'll tell you the good news. He's a 33 life path, right? Gary O says 33s get hit less with this stuff. If there's one combination that can work well in an enemy sign, relationship, it's gonna be a pure 33 like this 7'5", 1983. Ain't gonna be good, ain't gonna be perfect, it's gonna affect him less than it's gonna affect you in a sense, so it's not the best. 2026 was my year, but I was in a 7 year cycle, deaf hard year. You meant 2025, right? What advice do you have for me and my husband, and any advice for my 9 year cycle, 2027? Is it safe to have a baby in 9 year cycle? Yeah, it's safe to have a baby in a 9 year cycle. In your case, it might actually be good. Won't elaborate, but 2027 is definitely a good imprint to do. If you have a baby, 2027 is the best time for it, by far. It's going to strengthen your combination, strengthen your relationship, and make it really good. So what do I want to see? So this year was tough for you. I'll tell you why. Because you turn 36 years old. When people turn 36 years old, it's one of the most important years of their life. We call it a mirror year. So see, you're a 7 life as snake. 2025, you're in a snake year and a 7 personal year. For the first time in your life this happened ever since you were born. Next time this happened is 72. So 36 is really like a checkpoint year in people's lives. This is the time, even now as you're still continuing your 7 year century, you're still 36 years old. Use this time to really self-reflect. Look in a mirror, ask yourself, what do you like about yourself, what do you don't? What do you want to take with you, what do you want to let go, right? That's my advice for this this year. You gotta really do self-reflection and figure out those tough questions. Figure out those tough, truth. Be honest with yourself and look for the truth. That's my advice for you. And yeah, this combination, it ain't perfect, but at least he's a 33, so you can definitely make it work, right? Not the end of the world. Your husband this year has to go hard. This is gonna be a very good year for him. The next couple years especially. He's out of denim year. His time is up. Now his time is on now, right? Looking good for him for sure. Now, and you as well, right? You can still turn it around. You can still have a very good year 36 essentially. You just gotta, figure out those questions. If you're having a tough year, it's something, you gotta let go of. It's something that you're not tapping in. You're not being who you're meant to be. That's my way. Look at yourself and ask, are you the best version of yourself? Are you who you're meant to be, right? If the answer is no, then fix it and you figure it out. A good day, talk about Shungite, David, makes a huge difference, and you give extra. Thank you. Of course I give extra, bro. Hey, I got so much of this. Look at this, guys. Look at this. I got heaps of this. Shungite, right? The best crystal in the world. Blocks EMF. Check out 28shungite.com. Get what's yours. And don't worry about it. I'm gonna level up my Shunga business. I'm gonna be making so much content of it. I haven't really promoted it, right? I haven't really been promoting Shungite. Making shorts and making clips of it, but that's gonna change this year, so look forward to that. All right, mine 928. Everything you think, and I think I answer this. Are dragons also athletic or more like raw strengths? Dragons are more like bulky, more like a strength. Dragons have the strength in the bones, they're not like natural athletes, so just it's kind of, dragon might not look athletic but still dominate someone with bumped up muscles, what I'm saying? Now, Book of Feli with $10, 213, 2002. You're an MMA fighter. You want to go pro in 2027, my 8th year. I have cool lifetime. How can I take advantage next year? My brother is 314, 2006. He also fights. How can he take advantage of the horse year? So, I mean, there's a lot of different ways to take advantage, right? Whether it's looking for fights, whether it's signing deals, signing documents. Honestly, if you want to be an MMA fighter, you need to bring the show. That's from my experience. What I've seen. The people who actually make it are the people not just who are good at fighting, not just the ones who are good at knocking heads, but the ones who actually bring some show with it. Make it entertaining. You're an entertainer at the end of the day. You want to be a gladiator, you got to give a proper show. So this year, you're in a 7 year, right? You go, so, as you know yourself, I assume, you don't really want to do too much in a 7 year. So what you should do is evolve your social media presence. You and your brother both should be on social media. That's film the process, make videos, make content. That's the best thing you can do in a 7 year, literally, right? Bring a show, make it entertaining, start making content, get better on that side, and that's gonna help you a lot more to get pro than just, fighting some random blokes in the gym. Hope that helps, brother. And of course, how you can take advantage, picking when to fight, the good months, the bad months, the stuff you get in the queue app, the right time when you do things, the right day, things of that nature, right? That's what you should go for. That's how you really apply it. Louis C. Fitness with 500 Mexicans. I appreciate it, brother. Hey, my cat is moving. Anyways, 5/9/1991. David, would have joining Gain 28 be a good idea, considering I'm a goat and Rob is an ox, or would be going into GG33 silver be a better idea? Will the horse here be good in general? Now, you can definitely still join Rob's group, bro. There's a lot of pigs in GG33, isn't it? Cute cat, right? There's a lot of pigs in GG33. Carries a snake, right? They don't really give problems in there. And Rob accepts goats as well, right? For a reason, this is, you gotta work with enemy signs. You can't just ignore and cut off, 1 out of the 12 signs, right? So you can definitely join. And GG33 silver, that's like 5 times cheaper than Gain 28, right? So make money Gain 28, you make profit with Gain 28, invest it into silver. And get the lifetime, right? Get Q lifetime. You don't want to miss out on this, do you? Now, this year, horse is going to be very good for you in general. Goats do extremely well in horse energy. Goat and horse, very, very compatible. So goats, honestly, this is treat 2026 as the launching year for you, right? Treat 2026 as the starting year. You go hard, you get the ball rolling to make 2027 even better. So you're a goat 2027, that's going to be the best year for you. So use 2026, which is really good as well, as the building block year towards it, right? So next 2 years, absolutely crucial for you to go hard, take action, and make things happen, my friend. looking good, honestly, looking very good for your energy. Looking at your birthday a bit more, you gotta control your emotions, right? You're a very emotional person. So, I mean, makes sense. Your name is Fitness, Louis C. Fitness. I take it you work out, you burn off emotions. If you don't work out, you get triggered, you get tilted very easily. So, especially with money, when you're doing trading, you wanna cut off your emotions, brother. You wanna cut off all the emotion side, all of that intuition usually ride on, it says to guide you through life. None of that when dealing with finance. Emotions and money doesn't go hand in hand with you. That's my advice. Alright, yeah, that's wild. Mind 928. Did I answered you, Calm Anthony? Why did you type so many times? I literally answered you. Plenty of times we went through it, no? Maybe it's just outdated comments. Maybe I didn't get to before. Shutter Soul 96 with $12.50. Appreciate it. Can let me know how compatible is these birthdays. Male September 1985. Male September 1986. 7 Life Bad Tiger. And female July 13, 1998. Hey, I don't need the QF for this. You're extremely compatible. You're 7'11", you're both tigers. Very good. And a woman's 12 years younger. Very good combination. Very, very good. You just gotta be able to deal with her emotions, right? 7s are very cold. 7s are not very emotional, right? 7s are the ones who don't struggle with expressing their emotions. 11s struggle with controlling their emotions. They're very passionate. They're very passionate. They're all out with it, right? So when a 7 and 11 come together, they balance, they complement each other. This combination, you probably have like a, at least an 80%. At least, like, maybe I would put even like an 85. So again, that's the thing, guys, with me, I don't need the I don't need the compatibility calculator, right? I can do this shit from my head. It's what it is, right? I do this every day. But see, let's do the challenge, right? Let's make it fun as well. Let's put my skills to the test. I'm calling this like a 80 to 85% compatibility. Let's see what the Q app says, right? We put it in there, put the perfect in. Hey, let's put some bets in, right? Hey, 1 in the chat if you think I'm right, 2 in the chat if you think I'm wrong. So let's see, we got, wait, almost made a mistake. 9, 10. What the fuck is glitching? Okay, 9, 10, 1986. And July 13, 1998. I'm calling this is like an 80 to 85%. What it is, I'm not seeing. Is it accurate? I haven't seen yet, I haven't checked. Do you guys see it? Is it accurate? Did I hit it? 86! 87. Hey, look at that. I mean, I undershot it, right? I was off, I was undercutting it. I was low, but see, there you go. Hey, you come to the best, right? We call it best for a reason, eh? Yeah, put it to the test. Hey, imagine if it was flop, right? My credibility would be cooked, but hey, here we are. I don't make these mistakes, eh? Looking good. All right, JPS 5887, 28 Canadians, my brother from the Three Life Back Cat Nation. How you doing today? Big fan, appreciate it. What do you suggest would be a good country to maximize my energy? How to approach the horse here and a basic wealth path? Also, should I be living in a house that matches my energy? March 7, 1977. So you are you are a 7. Are you a 7 life path? Yeah, you should be you're 7 life path on a 7, 1977. The country to maximize your energy. I mean, somewhere on a hill, somewhere alone, somewhere where you're cut off from civilization. As a 7, 1977, a cabin in the woods, bro. Canada is probably fine for you, if you're out of the city, you're in the countryside. You honestly will do best in nature, but I mean, if you go to nature, you might not like the cold. See, snake is one of the signs. Snake actually does well in warm climates, right? Think about it. What are the biggest cities and biggest places founded near a snake? You have what's the one? Mexico, founded in a snake, a very warm climate. What are the cities? Vegas, founded in a snake in a desert. And what's it called? Phoenix, founded in a snake in a desert, right? Capital Arizona. Dubai, in a desert, founded in a snake. So see, snakes actually do well being in warm climates. So you are a snake living in Canada, yeah, I would look to a place that's warm climate. Definitely something tropic, definitely something, dry. Works well with snakes, it really does, right? So how can you, this energy in a horse here, work out, brother. You do a 7, like, take good care of your health. Put your health as a number one thing. With all the 7 energy, you gotta work twice as hard to make sure your health is optimal. So now in a horse year and you go to 11-year cycle, that's gonna be a very, very, very good time for you to essentially, align with yourself, and you're gonna tune in and, be the best version of yourself, right? Make sure your avatar is operating and vibrating as good as it can be, right? So this year also, emotion, the emotional side as well, control emotions, going to 11-year cycle. It can be a great time for you to really evolve the mind. I feel like your outlook on life will change, especially if you make a big shift, go to a new, like a warmer climate. This can be a big year for that. And what should I do? Living in a house that matches my energy? I can't really give compatibilities away like so easily, can I? But any wealth path, honestly, wealth with all the 7 energy is gonna be tough. Your success in life is not gonna be measured by the dollars in your bank account, but I get it. You still wanna get paid. You're at such an age as well. You wanna make money. You wanna be comfortable. So the best wealth path for you is technology. I'll put it out there. Making money online money. So that's the way to go. Best case scenario I can see for you, living in a warm climate, Puerto Rico or something, is a snake country as well, I feel like. Going there, making money online, you'll be good. That's honestly the best case scenario looking to be for you. You don't want any shortcuts? Very good. Carry open GG33 when it was 33, 100%. 11/18/2007. Can you tell me something a bit more advanced about the 9/11 combination and how can you use its weaknesses? Thanks in advance, man. Appreciate the wisdom. Alright, so more advanced about the 9/11 combination energy. I mean, the real advanced stuff, I can't get in here too much, right? So this is just the ego. The ego part is very big here. 11s have big egos as well, no doubt about it, right? So you gotta make sure you take criticism. You gotta get better at taking criticism. Come to the realization you don't always know the best. You don't always know the right? You can actually learn. You should be able to learn from people, even if you don't feel like, they're as good as you. What can really hold you down in life? If you're walking around and start thinking that you're the best in everything, you don't need to learn from anybody, you don't need to know, you know everything already, that's gonna stop your development, that's gonna stop your progress. So with your 11-9 combination, with so much, look, 11th month, 18th day, 2007, so it's like 11-9-9, your birthday code, can be tough, can be very volatile. So make sure those moments when your ego gets challenged and gets hurt, you don't crash out, you don't get emotional. Those sense, you keep your cool when it comes to things like that. Honestly, that's like the best advice I can give you in this sense, because all the stuff, the advanced stuff, I can't really get into it. I'll be doing this service to the GG33 teachers who do put us on an NDA for that sort of stuff, right? I can't get to it. But when it comes to you, something else I can tell you is, you are here to. You are an old soul, right? Let me put it like this. This is what I can say. You 11/18, so everybody can listen. This is a good insight. 11, of course, you're all listening anyways, but 11/18/2007, right? This is an 11 life path with a lot of 9 energy. You are an old soul. You have that old soul energy. You are an 11 life path. It's there. But see, something has stopped you from getting to that next level. Something has been blocking you from getting to that 22 level, if you know what I'm saying, right? So now it's a lot about completion for you as well. You right now in your current chart, in this lifetime, this reincarnation, you are here to let go of something. You're here to finish something. You're here to wrap something up. There's something that's been holding you down through reincarnations that has stopped you from being able to get to the next level. So now you have to do it again. You are 11 and you probably, this is not your first go around as an 11. That's what I tell you. Looking at his birthday, I can say this is not your first time being an 11. You have been through 11 reincarnations before and essentially failed, not passed it, right? So now you have all this 9 energy with you, and it's something you have to finish, something you have to let go to get to the next level. Does that make sense? I hope it does. All right, Kinjar Carmichael with $10. Greetings, David. Greetings to you, my friend. Your birthday is 9/25/1991. 9 life paid in a 7 personal year. Started learning knowledge and preparing for a leadership role in my current career path. What can I do to maximize this personal year before my next? All right. What can you do in let me see. You're preparing for a leadership role in my current career path. Interesting. So with all this 9 energy, 9s don't usually make for great leaders. But if you are, one exception, good for you. So having good mentorship, right? You becoming a great leader has to do with mentorship. Don't let ego get in the way from learning from people around you, right? Learn, find good mentors, study people around you, study people, who are really good leaders who you resonate with, and learn from them, right? Don't let the ego stop you from essentially picking good qualities from other people around you. That's what nines have to do it. Every movie you watch, every TV show you see, every book you read, every person you meet, you're taking something from them and applying to yourself to become better and better and better, right? So now, if you want to prepare in the 7th year, is to study, learn, study history. Honestly, best you want to prepare to be a better leader, learn history about the greatest leaders in life. Study about Caesar, right? Study about, these different leaders throughout history, from ancient Rome to ancient Greeks to ancient Egyptians to whatever, right? Study history, find those great leaders, find those 9 life path leaders. Like General Franco, find these people, who are aligned with your energy and what made them different, what made them special. How can you take those skills, of the people who have walked the path before you and take it for yourself? That's what you should do. See, 7 personal years are extremely valuable. I feel a lot of people, they downplay, they underrate the 7 year. They say, oh, it's terrible, everything goes to shit. No, the knowledge you gain in a 7 year can be the most valuable thing in your life and help you boost you up for the rest of your life. So don't let it go to waste. Right, how will 11 life path do in a horse here? Depends on your full chart, brother. Advice for 9 goat born and 28. You're an adaptive leader. Good combinations. 500 Mexican. It is funny. What the fire has to do with the sign? So the elements of the signs, essentially, it has to do between comparing different signs, essentially, right? So it's not like if you're a fire horse, I wouldn't say that fire is like your main element, right? The element I feel like more comes from the Western zodiac. So I'm 1999. I believe that's an earth cat. I gotta check. I don't even know. This is embarrassing. Let's see. I gotta Google rabbit. Rabbit element. 1999 rabbit element. Earth rabbit. That was correct. So essentially, 1999 is an earth cat, right? But I'm born 720. I'm a Cancer, so I feel like water is still my main element. So with this for you guys as well, right? When you're figuring out your main element, I would look more for the Western zodiac sign than the Chinese zodiac one, quite frankly. But I mean, a fire horse is gonna be more aggressive, more fierce than a water horse because it's gonna be more intuitive. And our earth horse is gonna be more chill. So it's more about comparing the different signs within each other, if that makes sense. Alright, horse and goat is the opposite of rat and ox, yes sir. David, I'm not hitting my 7 personal year until August. I'm a rat, so that's 6 months period. Alright, yes, once, and now I'm reading the chat with a delay, guys, right? I'm reading the chat with the delay to get to all the readings. So now I'm seeing the ones. Hey, you're the believers, yeah? You're the believers. I got that 86, right? You off by 1.93%. I think about it, the QF comparative calculator, I was off by less than 2%, right? I'll take it. Happy horse here, Sugar Vex T with 10 bucks. Happy horse here, my brother. Silver member here, family, let's go. Male 16-2001. Tell me something I don't know. Brother, that's pressure, ain't it? That's pressure, okay. So your life will change. Your silver member asks you something I don't know, bro. I got Gary. You want Gary to knock on my door, brother? Aren't you gonna try to get me in trouble in here? What's going on, my friend? Anyway, so I'll tell you this. You are 1 life path on a 6, then a dragon. You have 2 phases in your life. One phase before you have kids, next phase after you have kids. When you have kids as a 1 life path on a 6th, your life will completely change, right? You will be a different person. You become more what's it called? What's the fucking word? More responsible, right? You'll be more responsible and really more accountable if you have other mouths to feed, not just you. So if you don't have kids now, in a way, enjoy it, right? Enjoy this freedom you have, because after you have kids, your life is completely gonna change, right? Completely 180. You'll be a different person, never gonna be the same again. But that's gonna unlock the best version of you as well. The best version, the best, man energy, male energy, leader energy that you can be in this lifetime will unlock for you after you have kids. Yeah. But I mean, looking at the birthday, it might be tough because you struggle in relationships. You're a loner. You're a loner. You're in GG33 silver. You sit by yourself, read numerology, into this sort of stuff. Relationships can be tough for you, brother. So again, you want to have kids, but you won't do best in marriage. So you have a tough situation going on here. I don't know what to tell you. Only thing, if you find some, are you in a relationship? Are you married? Hopefully, do you have kids already? Let me know in the chat. But overall, that's the conflict. You will do well with kids. It's gonna bring out the best in you, but you struggle in relationships. You know what I'm saying? I wouldn't be surprised if you end up being a single parent, brother. That's how not something you had before. I hope, yeah. Not something you had before. Alright, Shame Del Rio with 20 bucks. Appreciate it, brother. Incorporating my business on a 28. Which 28? My friend, which 28? February? Okay, let's go with February. You born 2/22/1982. The name of my business is Time Shots. QAB Letterology says it's an 11 name. Auto name option is an 8, which is the best for me. 11 or 8 name. Auto name is a 44/8. Ah, brother, I hate to say this, but you gotta tell me what the business is about. You know what I'm saying? How can I give you what is the best letterology if I don't know the business name, right? That's the thing. I go, what is the business about, Jamie? Jamie Del Rio. What is the business about? I'm looking at the chat. Jamie Del Rio. Okay, everybody call up. Jamie Del Rio. Let me know. What is going on in here? What is the business about? What are you doing? What are you asking me about, right? I gotta know the context. Now let's see. You are an 8 life path. So honestly, okay, let me put it like this. This I can't tell you, right? I'm here to give you this knowledge. So you are an 8 life path yourself. Actually, I've met someone with the same birthday. I've actually met a business guy with the same birthday as you. Would you believe that? There was a guy, was my neighbor in the summer, the place I was staying at, they were renting out the villa next door, and there was like a Muslim guy, from Lebanon or something, and turned out I went in to debate him, what the fuck, being in Islam to my island, but eventually we started talking. He was pretty cool. He was a business guy, right? He was 8 life upon a 22nd dog, about that money, right? So yeah, this combination, very strong for business. I've seen it before. So yeah, when it comes to name, go with 11, right? Because you're a birthday, so you're already an 8 life path. You don't need to name that up to an 8 if you're already an 8 life path. The energy is already there, right? There you go. Go with 11. Go with, if for the name, make sure the name complements other aspects that you're lacking, right? Make sure the name complements what you're lacking in the sense and not anything else. Jamie, it's a photo and video production company and weddings. Then I would, go for, 20. I mean, honestly, photo and video, I would like some 3 and 5 energy in there. I would like to see some 3 and 5 energy. If it's like for weddings, events, then 20th of March might not be bad either. Think about it, 20th of March, that's a 5 light bad day, would be pretty good as well. But I mean, compatibility, 20th of February is very good for this. So time, let me see, the time shots. Time shots. I would like to see some letter E in there. How do you have time? You have it in there. Yeah, or the 11 is good. To answer your question properly without making it confusing, the 11 is very good in there. Alright. So you shouldn't drive a Range Rover this year. The Spanish is red. Correct. Thank you for the reading. You're welcoming. Gary always listening. Yeah. Knock him on the door. But 500 Mexicans, only 30 bucks. Only 30 bucks, bro. 30 bucks is a big money, bro. Don't. I appreciate I appreciate every single one of those Mexicans, my friend. How many Mexicans can you get with 500 pesos? That's the question. Please do October 29, 2003. Any advice? 5, 7, 8 to an 8 life upon a 29th. You will always have ups and downs in life. You will have very volatile combination. 8 life upon a 29th. So you gotta balance. You need to balance, your energy. Don't be very volatile, right? You're very emotional. You go up and down a lot. So you just control emotions. You're so obsessive, right? I can tell straight away this is a very obsessive person. You go hard on one side, then you go hard on another thing. So find, balance. Find the middle ground. Find the equilibrium and play both sides. Best advice I can give you, my friend. This is a good year for you as well. Go hard. 3/28/1992, going through a very difficult 22 personal year, lost friends, lovers and money. You always develop financially, but not in 2025. Will I recover? Roy Barnes, listen to this, Roy Barnes. You are 33 years old. That's what I said before, right? When you turn 33, it only happens once in your life. That's why you had such a difficult 33, because not just the 22 personal year, right? 22 personal year only added on top of it. You're also in a 33 year old. So you have 32 energy together with 22 energy. Makes sense. It's, a tough time. Brother, these friends, these lovers, and this money you lost in a sense, it was meant to be. These friends were holding you back. Maybe these lovers around you were actually dragging you down. You are high vibration, you're elevating frequency. Think about it. You go through a 33 personal year, you go to you 22 personal year at 33 years old, your frequency is elevating. Your vibration is rising, right? So what does that mean? It's other people who are in the lower frequency is gonna create a mismatch. You're not gonna mix too well with them anymore. That's why you fell off with them, because you went to a different frequency. Now, this year after your birthday ends, The 32, you get 34 years old, so away from that 32 energy, you go do a 5 personal year, you know, so you have the option to fall back. You have the option to fall back into those old friends, fall back with those old people, and be the same person you were before, or you have the next option to evolve, to use it as a learning experience and actually ride the wave and keep evolving yourself. That's free will, my friend. That's free will. Part 2, you're born and raised in NYC. I know I hit my 5-year on my birthday next month. Will ever be a multi-millionaire? Should I ever get married? Alright, so let me see your birthday again. Will you be a You're 28, brother. I should be asking you for money advice. What gives? So if you want to make it, you want to make money, you got to work. You have one of those combinations. You might be a 28, but that shit ain't come easy for you. You're 7 life bet as well. So, 7, 28, combination has the potential to become rich, but you need a different approach compared to most people. Should you get married? Most likely not. You can be together with someone. You don't really need to go through the ritual. You will have kids. You will have a family, especially when you're older. When you're an older man, 50s, 60s, 70s, you will have a lot of kids. You'll be around kids, around family. That part is coming for you. Don't worry about it. No way around it for you. Definitely, if you're in NYC, it's smart. Normally, it's a very good place for you. In 2026, it's smart. It's advised. Spend time away from there. Alright, Jamie got the answer. Woot woot, thank you. You're welcome, bottom. Omnipotent good nurturing. $8, 12.25, 1990. Starting off the year of the horse with a job rejection today. Any advice? Not meant to be, brother. He was looking out for you, right? What he said, hey, not meant to be. He's a horse here, and you but rejected. It is what it is. Go on to the next one, right? Don't slow down. Don't let a minute of it go to waste. You want a job, you want things, keep grinding, keep hustling, get, different jobs, right? If you're in such a position when you're jobless and you're looking for a new job, get plenty, right? Do a lot of different things, keep yourself busy. Horses win, slow and steady wins the race. A lot of horses, they get better with age as well, right? That's how horses are. They win slow and steady wins the race. You know what I'm saying? Someone look at Mike Tyson, the horse, 50 years old, going to the ring, right? Look at this. Kobe, scored 61 at the last game of his career, right? That's how horses are. You will get better with age. You're not really in a rush, and money should be looking out for you. Fines. You have I see the problem. I see the problem when you're an 11 life path with 7 energy. You don't get fulfilled from most things. You don't want to do most jobs, right? That's the thing. You need to work hard to be in it as well. So it's tough, Sometimes you gotta do what you gotta do. Honestly, the best idea for you will be being independent. People who are 11 life paths, working for other people is always gonna be, dragging you down. Always gonna be dragging you down, being around people who are dumber than you and having to answer to others who are not, less talented than you. So as an 11 born on the 25th, you don't really want that. You didn't really want that job. Let's be real. You might say you want that job, but in the grand, because you need it, but in the grand scheme of things, it kind of feels like, you didn't really truly want that job. That's what the sense I'm getting from this. So maybe it was meant, didn't get it for a reason. And maybe you're meant to do something yourself. You're meant to start something of your own. And that's the way for you to go. Make sense? Blue Gecko, interesting name. Blue Gecko, with $10, 12/16/1998 in my 1 personal year. How general life advice and how will my finances be by the time I'm older? Thank you, broski. You're a goat. Appreciate it. How can I say this? 30s and 40s might not be the best for you financially. Now, we're not sugarcoating shit in here. It is what it is, right? I'm not sugarcoating anything. 30s and 40s might not be the best time financially. It is what it is. It is what it is, my friend. So, now 1 person later. Okay, but now, listen to what I said before. You can take 12 plus 16, 2025, get to 28. So you can make a claim that you're right now in a 28 personal year. So now it's 2026, the horse year. Let me put it like this. This is the best time for the next 20 years to start something financially. That sounds might crazy for you, but that's more or less the truth. Now, don't get me wrong. You're going to have more options. You're going to have more, chances for sure. Even a year like 2034. No, not 2034. 2033. Oh, no, I might be capping. So you were 2033. Yeah, I don't know what to say, brother. Yeah, this is for money, not the best birthday, but your 1 life path. So you had a 20% year. 2026 is the one, bro. 2026 is the year to do it. If you don't do it this year, you're really gonna struggle going forward. If you make it happen this year, you start new things in this energy. Now when you especially no, before your birthday, yeah. Now, right now, if you start things and go hard, that's the time for you, brother. I wish I could tell you something else. I wish I would tell you something else, my friend. But yeah, that's what you ask, right? How you find to be when you're older? Not the greatest, especially if you're in America, right? Especially if you're in America, you're always gonna be held down a bit. So if you really make more money, doing business in other countries other than the States, doing business in another place will benefit you, quite frankly, the most. Unfortunately, that's the case. You know, there's some other stuff as well. You know, it's not just the year that's the enemy for you with America. That's what I say. All right, you want a general reading? Let me see. What's your birthday? You are 2/22, 1982. All right, so you're a dog with a lot of 2 energy. 2/22, 1982. Let's focus on this one, right? So having so much 2 energy is very interesting because you are a man, right? You are a leader. You get things done, but 2 is feminine energy. You got 4 times the number 2 in your chart, brother. So you're the type, you work well with women. You work well having girls around you, right? Whether it's an assistant, whether it's some co-workers, or your wife, you know, I believe plays a big role in your life. The women in your life play a huge important role in your life. So choose them carefully, choose them wisely, and have them, you know, use them well to advantage essentially in your life. You cannot be too aggressive. You gotta be the diplomat. You gotta, you know, take a more gentle approach in many ways. So that's the thing, you know. With all that 2 energy in your chart, it doesn't mean you're a girl, right? It just means you're more tapped into the feminine side. So guys, let me tell you this. There is no 2 life path because the 2 energy is already imprinted into this world as such a strong energy case, right? Think about Mother Nature, Mother Earth, right? That's 2 energy, feminine energy. Water comes from deuterium, heavy water, which is deutera, the number 2, right? So see, 2 represents the waters, 2 represents earth, nature, all of that. So you being born with so much 2 energy, you get the effect of that as well, right? So again, you have like the only way, my point was, only way to be imprinted with 2 energy is to be born on a second or to have 2s in your birthday like this one, 2/22, 1982, right? So you can't be too aggressive in life. You gotta be the diplomat, find the middle ground with people, be the deal maker, be the peacemaker. If you're always aggressive, always attacking others, it's gonna come right back to bite you and not gonna do as well. Now, family, I believe, plays a huge important role in life. Family really is everything. I hope you have kids. I hope you have a wife because they are gonna bring the best out in you. And your life will really, you are a builder. You are here to build. You will never stop building. Right now, you're building yourself, you're building a business, and the older you get, you're gonna be the kingmaker. That's probably what Gary told you as well. If you said you're giving 3,000 pesos to Gary, that's probably what he told you as well. He called you kingmaker, right? I didn't see it, but I would just assume, right? So from the birthday and knowing how Gary talks, he's like, right now you're building more for yourself, but as the older you get, you're gonna be building and building for other people and building up others, and you might actually make more money and have more success building up other people than you will for yourself. Oh, sure. The kitty woke up. Guys, we should do a stream, right? Have my partner in crime right here. Rasmus, the dog year cat. He has a good year coming up for him. He's a dog, right? Let's go. Anyways, hope that answers your question, my friend. Something different, you know. Trying to give you something different that you might not have heard before. All right, who we got next? Roy Barnes, another Roy Barnes with $8, part 3. My dad is a multimillionaire, but I want to surpass him. Dad is 121, 1961. Mom is brother. I gave a reading today to a 121, 1962. Literally. Mom is 312, 1964. Sister is 12/3, 1984, and my brother is 4/28, 1987. I mean, I have a kid born at 28. Hey, case study. Dad has a kid born on the 28. They becomes a millionaire. Checks out. Makes sense. What is this there to say? Hey, wait. Ain't no way, brother. Ain't no way. Guys, check it out, right? Roy Barnes. Check this guy out. Look at the super chat, right? His dad is 121, 1961, multimillionaire. His firstborn, the first child, is 12/3, 1984. 28 life path rat. Our firstborn is a 28 life path, and the second child, his brother, born on the 28. And he's a multimillionaire. What else do we need to say? Hey, when Gary said have a kid born at 28, maybe that nigga was onto something, huh? Maybe he was onto something. It's crazy, right? You see right here, that's the thing with numerology, right? The more you look, the more you study, the more examples you get. It's uncanny how accurate this shit is. First born is a 28 life path, second one born at 28, and that's a multimillionaire. You wanna surpass him? Good luck. Good luck. You need at least 3 kids for 20 energy to surpass him, my friend. Hey. Alright, 2-pack collar with $10. Had a bad snake year after losing my job. 10, 12, 1988, advice and a 5% cycle and starting a new job on the 23rd. Brother, 2025 was year of completion. Snake always sheds his skin. You had a bad year after losing your job is because you messed up by essentially folding after it, right? You are not meant to be in that job. If something mistake, you find completion in a 9 university year, in a snake year, it's alignment, it's meant to be. Don't hold your head, right? If you wasted time feeling sorry for yourself in 2025, that was the mistake, not losing your job, right? So it was not meant to be. You were not meant to be in the right place because losing in a 9-year cycle, 9 universe a year, and a snake year, it's aligned, brother. Happy New Year, horse year. So again, wait, let me give you more insight. On a 5-person year, starting a new job on the 23rd. Very good, right? You're on 8th day and a 23rd. You're in a 5-year cycle, and you're a tiger in a horse year. So this is my advice for tigers, right? People born 2010, 1998, 1986, you're a tiger. 2026 is a very important year for you. You know why? Because 2028 is your enemy year. So right now you have to double up, right? This is the best year you have for the next 4 years. So go hard, take action, do twice as much now so you can do twice as less 2028. That makes sense? So yeah, this year, you're 5-year, be open to change. Oh no, you're not in a 5-year. What was saying, brother, you're in a 4-year. Your 5-year doesn't start until after your birthday. Your birthday, 10, 12, 2026, that's when you go into 5-year. Right now, you're in a 4-year, so big difference in there. Gotta get it right. Personal year changes on the date of your birth, not the first of the year. Alright, DD Felder too with $10, 731, 1986, life at 8, female, want to start a business, high ticket lead gen marketing sales. Good place for you, 108. That's a good business model for you. I like it. With my husband, 6/19, 1993, life at 11, male, yay or nay to do business with my husband. I hate my current career as RN. I don't know what RN means, my friend. I can't help you with that. I don't know what the hell RN is. Let me Google it. RN job meaning. Registered nurse. All right, they make sense. Yeah. You want that back. You want to be about business. So you do best. Yay or nay to do business with your husband. If you guys had different birthdays, I might have said yay. Honestly, with him, it might be nay. I don't know how well he can handle it. I don't know how. I like your birthday way better for business. Quite frankly, I like your birthday a lot when it comes to this sort of things. Being a leader, dealing with business, dealing with money. I feel like when you start your own business, you should be the leader. Like you should kind of do your own thing, right? So again, with that husband, if he can manage it, if he can accept it, being an equal to you, if he can accept, even being perhaps a step down from you, because you're an 8 life path born at 31st. You got the business mind, right? And your husband is 11 life path rooster born at 19th, which can be very volatile, very aggressive, very emotional, right? So again, roosters, yeah, he's very capable. Don't get me wrong. He's a very capable man as well, I feel like. A rooster, 11 life path born at 1 day, he can get shit done. So it just has to be finding the balance of how you work together. Because I like you as a leader as well, quite frankly. I don't say this to most women, do we? We don't say this to most women that they can take the leadership positions, but looking at you can do it very well. You should definitely be in a position to call the shots. Because if he's the one calling the shots, you're gonna get more results by you calling the shots than him calling the shots. Yeah, if that makes sense, So it's gonna be yay or nay, dependent on him essentially, who he as a person and how well you work together with. But again, it's always couples working together. It just always brings stress, always brings drama, always brings problems, Do you really need to do something together? Are you so tight together that, failings on something is not gonna rub off in your relationship? How close you are, right? Working together with your partner always puts the relationship very strongly to the test. Not always easy, is it? Not always easy. Don't consider that. Keen JR Micah with another $10. Appreciate it. Yes, I recognize you, brother. Preparing for leadership role in my 8% leader. I'm an asset protection aligned with other with one of the career paths I should do. Preparing for the bag. Any advice? Brother, this is like a words. I do not understand what you mean. Preparing for leadership role from 8% leader. I'm in asset protection aligned with one of the career paths I should do. Is that a question, or are you saying that it's aligned? Preparing for the bag. Any advice? Alright, asset protection. I mean, that's a pretty good thing for you, right? The goat, you know, doing well with protection. That's alignment, right? So what advice do you want me to give, brother? Not really sure. So now in a 7-year learning, right? Studying, know everything, right? That's what advice do I give you any more than us? I'm gonna tell you the same thing I said before. It's 7% year you used to study, 7% year you strategize, 8% year you take action. In a 7-year cycle, you don't deal with finance, you learn, you study, you evolve the mind, you become more spiritual, right? And you use this spiritual knowledge to strengthen your aura and energy and your life force. And then in an 8-year cycle, you take all of this knowledge you have and put it into work, right? So again, you have an 8-year aligned with your GOAT year, you have a couple very good years coming up. So the next 7 months, learn, study, right? Strategize, educate yourself, right? You gotta know everything about asset protection, right? Know everything about what it is to know about it. The knowledge, the more you learn now, the less you have to spend time on learning that shit. And next year, when you start, then you actually get to work, right? We all have, given these windows opportunity to learn and study. This is yours. So, the more you learn now, the more ahead you're gonna get in 2027 in an 8-year cycle as you start the job. Hope that makes sense, brother. It's the best thing I can tell you. You're that Trey Roy Barnes. I see the chat. You are 28. God damn. So your dad had 3 kids that are 28. God, makes sense, eh? Makes sense. So makes fucking sense, brother. So hey, the 28, huh? You wanna surpass your dad? Good luck, brother. You need at least 4 of these 28s, huh? Alright, Daniel Austin Music with £8. Let's see. 12 October 1996. Any advice for me for the best career to make my bag? Let's see, sales. Honestly, anything with sales. You are a 11 life path, so 11-3 combination, selling something, best advice, best career choice for you is honestly like having an online store, having an online business and using social media to funnel sales into that. You should look into something like TikTok Shop. You should look into something, that online marketing, funneling sales, generating sales, right? You're 11 life path on a third. If you're not using social media to make money, you're not using your birthday correctly. Who's an 11 life path on a 30 day? I show speed, 11 life path on the 21st. XQC, 11 life path on the 12th. You have the same combination, my friend. So if you're not making social media to make money, you're doing something wrong. And again, social media for you has, you could do anything. You could be posting about cooking, even not showing yourself. You could be posting about law if you're a lawyer. You could be posting about travel and selling, travel equipment, right? Find something, find a thing to sell, find a good product, make a store, and then start making content of it to try to funnel sales into that thing. That's my advice for you. Very simple if you break it down like this. And 2026, you're an enemy year. You can still do it, brother. You can still do it. The more time you spend online on the computer, the better in enemy year, right? That's the thing. Guys, people born near the rat, don't do stuff out there, do stuff online. That's the easy advice, right? Because you're in the safety, you're in the comfort of your home. You ain't gotta go out there taking big risks in the real world. Do stuff online and don't take those chances, right? That's the kind of one way to look at it. Michelle Milan with $10. My birthday is 1/22/2001. I am a female. Brilliant. I see that on the picture. What would be the best match for me? I know I'm a master builder, but my lucky number is 11. I'm not sure if that goes well with me. So the lucky number really doesn't affect your compatibility. It doesn't affect your personality too much. Lucky number is more about, let's say, every month on the 11th you get a big boost of luck. People born, let's say, 2011 can be very beneficial for you. Someone born on the 11 can be very good. Living in a floor number 11 or picking the number 11, you have a choice to pick a seat or something. But with the number 11, that's what it means, right? The 11 energy, it can be a good signal. You see the number 11 somewhere, it can be an omen of luck, right? These sort of things, that's more how the lucky number works. Now, you are, I see you're an 8 life path. What would be the best match for you? You're a dragon. So dragon women, let me just double check, just to double check. Snake year started, yeah, January 24th. So yep, you're still a dragon technically. So dragon women work absolutely best with monkey men. Dragon woman and a monkey man is one of the best, strongest combinations in astrology. Because see, dragon women are very bossy. Dragon women struggle in relationships because most men can't deal with bullshit that dragon women bring. Quite frank, again, no offense to all the dragon ladies, my wife is a dragon, right? But the thing is, they are very different, they're different from most women. They will call you out on your bullshit. Dragon women will tell you straight up if what they think about the situation. They're not one of those, quiet, church mouse type, trophy wives who just who's there to look good, right? Dragon women, you're not gonna hold their own. See, most men cannot handle that, but monkey men actually need that. Monkey men need that above all else. People born near a monkey are very intelligent, are very witty, are very talented, but struggle with discipline, struggle with motivation. A monkey needs to have someone next to them to point fingers at them and tell them, go here, do that. That actually helps the monkey become the best version of themselves. So for you, the best one is a 2004 monkey, honestly. A younger one than you, right? If not that, then a 1992. A 2004, 1992. That's a match. Like, you can date, you're 22 as well. Honestly, like, usually I don't recommend the woman to be older than the man. But if you can find the 2004 kid who you see a lot of potential in, you see they have potential to be great, and you can be there to build them up and be loyal together and work together, that can be a good outlook for a relationship-wise essentially for you. Hope that helps. Cash Bandicoot cut the stream. No, you didn't, bro. What do you mean, bro? What did I do? What did I do? Alright, Edgardo, Melilla, $8. I'm Edgar Xavier Corona. Hello, Edgar Xavier Corona. February 23rd, 1984. You are cooked. You are a rat. You're 11 like a rat. You're gonna be cooked, my friend. Ay caramba, ay caramba. Edgar Xavier Corona. You have a bad year coming up, right? This is the first day of the horse year, and you, my friend, are gonna go to enemy year in 2026. Not only that, you go into a 7 personal year. So this year, Edgar, 3 things are gonna suck for you. Money is gonna be an issue. Relationships are gonna be tested, and your health might take some hits. Now, I'm not actually gonna stay here and say guaranteed those 3 things are gonna suck for you, right? I'm drawing a red circle around those things and telling you that watch out, be careful, those sort of things. Don't start a new relationship, don't start a new business, don't take big risk with health, right? If you're working out, you wanna, might take some time down. Don't go for personal records. Don't start doing steroids or shit like damaging the body this year for you, my friend. That's my advice. Next year, you make it all back. Don't worry, next year, 2027, you got an 8-year cycle. All the money you lose this year, you get it all back, my friend. God damn, so many guys, you gotta calm down with the readings, honestly. It's 1:30. I'm gonna be here all night if I don't get to all of them. God damn, man. Say all good. I appreciate every one of you. Let's make this good. 7/29/2005. What does 2026 mean for me, and what career fits my birthday? I currently create videos online for a decent income, but wonder if I should focus on something else. Let's see then. You are 7 like bat, born on 29th. What does 2026 mean for you? 2026 is gonna take a step down from 2025, right? 2025, that was your rooster year. That was the snake year. That was your friendly energy. And see, you're not a 1993 rooster. 1993 roosters are gonna have a big year, this horse year, because they're turning 33 years old. Next horse year, 2038, when you're gonna turn 33 years old, that's gonna be like the next big year for you, essentially. When it comes to horse energy. But this year, more or less, you just gotta work. You gotta be, it's a great time for you. Let's see, you go into a 1 personally as well, right? So the first half of it until your birthday is gonna be more about bettering yourself, improving yourself, becoming the best version of yourself. You wanna level up your career. You wanna take it to the next level. Study people successful in the same field. Study people doing the same thing that you are doing, and then taking their gifts and their recipe and applying it to yourself, right? And after your birthday this year, big changes coming up. This year after your birthday, guys, do it with me. 7/29/2026. It's just I gotta make sure I don't make a mistake. Brother, Yeah, I'm not making mistakes. You're going to 28 personal year. 28 personal year after your birthday this year. So see, for the first half, just go with the flow, do what you want, just, maintain and better yourself. Hey, talking about the rooster, my cat wakes up, what's going on? Anyways, but this year, after your birthday, you're going into that 28 personal year, which is gonna be brilliant for any new beginnings you might wanna make. Now, when you have a job that makes you decent income at your age, hold on to it, brother. Hold on to it. You should have enough free time during the day. Don't waste time on playing games. Don't waste time on bullshit. There's 24 hours in a day, my friend. You can keep the video online, job for decent income, and start building stuff on the side. Start doing other stuff as well. That can be very good for you, but anything online is gonna be good for you. Making money online, making money through the internet. You wanna make videos for yourself. Same thing I said to the other guy, right? Make a store and make channels and funnel that stuff into it. If you have the experience, it should come even easier for you, right? So that's what I say. It's definitely, a good energy for what you're doing. I would not try to, don't quit what you're doing now if you have a good thing going on, especially nowadays. A lot of people would pay to be in your position, having a job like that, quite frankly. But, do stuff on the side if you feel like that's not fulfilling enough, right? You are 29, you are 11, you need to be fulfilled, but you gotta understand, just happiness doesn't bring food on the table, right? Sometimes chasing a passion leaves people being broke. So make sure, that passion fulfillment doesn't come in a way if you're actually making your bag, my friend. All right. It's 1:30 out here. Hey, little side break, little ad break. Happy horse year, everybody. It's the 17th of February. The horse year is here. The snake year is over. Wish you all a good first day of the year. And this is my advice, right? Any new people, I told this at the beginning, with any new guys in here, take action on this day that you want to do for the rest of the year, right? If you want to make a lot of money in a horse year, do some business, get paid, take out some cash, get money in the bank this today to make an imprint. You want to get into the best shape of your life, which you guys all should. Horse year, very athletic, 1 universe a year, the best combination for getting in shape, doing sports, you becoming the best version of yourself, working out, right? Very good idea for that. So you want to make that imprint, go to the gym today. Before I get to the game started this stream, I was in the gym, right? That's how I'm a 1 as well, makes sense. But anyways, you wanna, learn this year, learn, right? You wanna work on your business, elevate your business, work on your business today. Treat 17 February as the first day of the year, so you wanna take action based off the intent of how you want the rest of the year to go to set the tone for the horse year. That's my advice for everybody. Now, back to the readings. Nate Beach, immense 54 with $10. 5/12/1994 as a dog and having a rat car affect me during the horse year. I purchased my car on 9/6/2020, which is 1 life path on a 6th day. Yup, if you made the imprint in a rat year, there might be some problems. Hey guys, I got a story to tell you. Literally 2 days ago, or was it yesterday? Was it even, maybe it was yesterday. Yeah, it might have been the 16th, literally. I have my mom's Honda, right? So my mom is in a vacation right now and she left her car to me, so it wouldn't just sit around. And that's a Honda, right? And Honda, the first imprint was found in the other rat. That shit broke down in the middle of the street. I was riding, suddenly hear the engine starts, rolling, and the smoke coming out of it. Literally, Honda fucking broke down on me. That was on the 15th. That was a 9 day. I'm a 1 life, but on a 9 life per day, my car fucking broke down. I was cooked. It is what it is. I got it towed. It is what it is. But that's a Honda. Honda found the year of the rat. So Honda has 2 imprints. Honda has a rat imprint and a dog imprint. And there's always been debates, which energy is the correct one. I'm making a case, Honda has a rat imprint because, as already horsey energy showing, that car fucked up, right? But as a dog, having a rat car can definitely affect you during the horse year. Especially if it's like a rat car, like a Land Rover. You should not drive a Land Rover this year. So yeah, overall, if you bought it 2020, sometimes it's difficult to just, get a new car every single time there's a minute energy going about. If you can afford it, getting another car, in a good energy, or you know what you should do? You should sell the car this year. You should sell the car or trade it for like a Mercedes or for like a Mitsubishi, something that's very aligned, with your energy to refresh the imprint. Yeah, you should definitely sell the car this year and get another one. I approve. Can I get a channel reading for $12? I'll give you something. 12/16/1988. Oh no, you're the same guy, right? Of course I'd give you. So your 1 life path, Tiger born the 16th. One life path tigers are very ambitious, just very, very, how can I say it? So, no. Looking at your energy, you have to be more ambitious. I think that 7 energy might be dragging down. You're not ambitious enough. You gotta really go very hard. It's especially living in America as a tiger. You gotta work twice as hard to get the results you want, my friend. Nothing will come easy for you, especially that 7 energy in there. You know, the 7 energy. I don't want to repeat myself. I don't know. I'm getting an off feeling with this, brother. But one life at tiger, working out will be best for you. You gotta work out. You gotta be in shape. You gotta be in the best shape of your life. If you're unhealthy, then you're going against energy. You as a one life at tiger, I know what to tell you. You as a one life at tiger need to experience freedom, need to experience adventure, need to have fun in life. You cannot be, stuck in one place. A lot of tigers, when they live a life of boredom, a lot of tigers, when their life is not exciting enough, they get depressed. Tiger is one of the signs, especially one life pet tiger, who's gonna need adventure, gonna need discipline, gonna need adventure, excitement, adrenaline. Going out there, risking, taking stuff like that and seeing results. That's the thing that fulfills tigers, right? If a tiger starts living as just a random 9 to 5, they get depressed. They get, emotional. A lot of tigers start drinking. You are one life pet tiger, don't start drinking. That's the worst thing for you. Alcohol, that sort of shit will not drown your problems. You're gonna drown down the thirst for battle. You don't need alcohol. You need to go out there and take some risks. Now you can do it in a safe way. Some tiger. I literally know a tiger who was stuck in in the life, and they started stealing. They went out there, started shoplifting, so they feel that excitement. They feel that something is happening inside them. That's garbage, brother. Join a gym, go spar with someone. You get the adrenaline. You feel really good. There's safe ways to go about it as well. So that's my practical advice for you as a one tiger. Go hard. Get to actually live an exciting life. 7-7. You know that tigers are caged, right? You see the tigers in a zoo, stuck in a cage. Those are not real tigers, are they? Caged tiger. Tiger is the king of the jungle in the wild. When they're free, that's what brings out the best in a tiger. That's for you as well. 7/17/1994. So you are 11 life path. See how quick I'm doing. Who can add 7/17/1994 in a second? 11 life path. Let me double check, right? That's what I did very quick. 7 1 by 7 9 by 9 by 4. I made a mistake. Bomba clot. Oh no, I didn't. I made the mistake in a calculator. God damn, I was gonna clip that shit. Yeah, 38, 11 life path. I don't make mistakes, bro. God damn. I was scared. It said 32. I added instead 7 and 1. 32, I was like, no way. Anyways, had a rough enemy year. Then the first few weeks in the snake, I caught my employer discriminated against me and got fired for standing up for myself. The universe 9 year sure kicked me. God damn, brother. Karma, I guess. As 11 life path, this is the thing with 11s, brother. 11 life path, dog. You are very talented. You bring a lot to the table in any place you work in, anything you do. But people don't appreciate it, do they? I've seen 11 life paths work for, other people. They're 20, 30 years and never get appreciated enough because other people see you as competition. People who are higher up than you and less talented than you, they see your potential. You think your 11 energy with 8 energy doesn't show? You think your potential doesn't show with people? Of course it does. That's why they're scared of you. That's why you got kicked out of there, because these ones, they actually saw you as a competition, right? They want to get rid of you because they were afraid you were going to take the spot. This happens to all 11s. So essentially, do something of your own, my friend. Start new things, especially now you're in a 33-6 year as well. In a horse year, brilliant time for you before your birthday to start something of your own, become independent. Best thing you can do, honestly, with your energy. You will never be more happy working for someone else than you will for your own self. It is what it is. Alright, Jay Ment, I see you, brother. April 2nd, 1977. YouTube does not allow me to send money from my country. I'll give you something, of course, my friend. So you are, let's see. A 4 life path, born a second, a snake, right? So a 4 life path snake. See, the snake's biggest weakness is laziness. A lot of snakes just want to find a nice warm rock somewhere and just chill under the sun. But being a 4 life path, being lazy, it will be a devastation. Being lazy, nothing good. Wait, did I make a mistake? Are you even a 4? Now I gotta use the calculator. I manifested myself making this mistake. You're a 3. God, I manifested, right? I was making a big deal of it, and then the Matrix humbled me, right? you're a 3 life path. You're 3 life path on a second. I mean, what still applies, the biggest weakness for snakes is laziness. Especially now if you're 3. If you don't have the 4 energy in you, you know, laziness is the thing that can drag you down a lot. So, yeah, you gotta have some work ethic. You gotta have that discipline, you know. That's the thing with a lot of 3s, right? A lot of people at 3 life paths spawn at 3rd, 12th, 21st, and 30th. They're really good at multitasking. They can do a lot of things at the same time, but see, they struggle with short attention span. They get bored easily. So what's the point of having a bunch of projects going on if you can't finish any of them, right? If all of these things are half fast and half finished, what's the point? What's the value in that? Nothing, right? Nada. So again, you gotta apply discipline into life. That goes a long way, right? The things 3s gotta be careful about, what little kids gotta be careful about. You know, short attention span, getting bored easily, being reckless, those sort of things, right? So there you go. Little something for you there. All good, my friend. Let's see. Gonna get that's what Plugo. We went through you. Gaspar 215 with $5. Appreciate it. Good stuff, David. We had a lively discussion in a reading a few months ago whether I was a 4 or a 22. Here's some 22 energy. I appreciate it, but I'm happy to have you in here. Yeah, I mean, you gotta show it, right? The thing with these 422s, right? When someone's, you know, you don't know if you're a 4 or 22. When it's like a 422, like a day like February 19, 2026. Let's say someone is born February 19, 2026. When you add it up one by one, it gets to 22, but it's born at 19, so 19 can be added both ways to get to 4 as well. So just like there's a 33-6, there's a 22-4. So if it's 22 4s, it's a lot about free will. That's what I said as well. You want to make a claim, you're 22, show it. Prove it, right? You build. Do something that value, be an example, so the next numerologist in hundreds of years can look back at you and be like, huh, you know, that's more like a 22 because look what they did, right? You gotta show it, my friend, and I hope you do. Alright, Big Daddy Stalin. Mad name, brother. It's a mad name. 5/5/2002 male. What can I expect this year? Any advice for me to properly set my foundation for the future? I want to get out of the warehouse jobs and make something of myself. Alright, hey, you're a 5 life path born on the 5th and a horse in a warehouse job. You're in the worst place you could be, my friend. This is not the way for you. 5 energy needs freedom. 5 energy needs change. Being in the same warehouse your whole life, doing the same shit every day, being in the same spot, not the way to go, my friend. Now you're a horse. Horses need freedom as well. Horses will never do well in a warehouse. You don't see horses working inside. Horses work in the fields. Horses work outside, right? So with your combination, you know, if you wanna, you really wanna get the fuck out of there, brother. Straight up. That's not the place for you. You're dragged down there. You're not gonna reach your full potential. You will work best, again, independently, right? With your birthday, same applies. Doing your own thing, being in charge, you know, of your own life. And if not that, then at least having a management position or having something where you can call the shots. Now, having something allows you to climb up the ladder, right? In a warehouse jobs, there's not much ladders to climb, right? To get to head. But people with your energy do well when you have the possibility, when you have the option to make that climb, if that makes sense. Now, this year, you now go into a 1 personal year. No, you are in a 1 personal year now. What am I saying? You are now in a 1 personal year, and it's a horse year. This is the ideal moment in your life to start new things, be ambitious, and, you know, make new beginnings. If you don't do nothing this year, you're letting this energy go to waste. You're just letting it slip by, and it's not gonna benefit you, right? So again, my brother, go hard this year. You want to get out of there, make something of yourself. This is the year to do it. If you don't do it in 2026, you ain't gonna do it anywhere. You ain't gonna do it anywhere if you don't do it now. Literally. So don't let a minute of it go to waste. Traveling will open up your eyes very much as well. See, people who have 5 life paths, when they live their whole life in the same area, it's always gonna, like, you embody the energy around you, right? This is what I said before. Listen to the stream from the start. I was telling about how the 5 energy needs new changes, needs to do new things, right? Always something new, putting yourself in new environments, new experiences to change it up. If you get used to the life around you, that's the flag that's the cue to pack it up and go do something else, where you're not used to it anymore. There's something new. So you as a 5, you need to travel, you need to change, you need to explore new places, because those experiences are gonna teach you and evolve you as a person. If you're stuck in one place, you stay stuck in that place. You can't do the same shit expecting different results. That's the thing for you. You want change, you gotta make it. It ain't gonna happen itself, my friend. This is a very good year for you. The best live 2026 in a way you want the rest of your life to go. If you spend 2026 in a warehouse doing the same shit, that's what you signed for going forward. That's how it is, my friend. Alright. Sneaky Smurf. You know, the cat competent in life. What is your cat's name? Rasmus. Like Ra. He's an orange cat, right? Orange 33. And the name starts with Ra. So he's Rasmus. What's up, David? Thank you for doing this for us. DOB. $20. I appreciate it, but you didn't give me the date of birth. So let me see. Let me scroll down. Sneaky. Where is it? Don. Alright. DOB. 12/26/1978. Hey, we got a very good birthday here. You know why? Because you're born on the 26th. The year is 2026. You're a horse. This is a horse year. The stars are aligned. The numbers are aligned. Everything's aligned for you to have one of the best years of your life. Now, granted, you are 9 life paths. So when you say 9 life paths won't do the best in one universe of years, that shit don't apply to you, my friend. That shit does not apply to you because you're a horse in a horse year. You had 26. You're born at 26th. The year is 2026. Your time to lock in, get busy, and make this the best year of your life. There's not gonna be another 2026 in our lifetime. We already almost done with February, my friend. Again, granted, the horse year just started, so now it's go time. But really, lock in. You got 10 months essentially in this year. Don't let a minute of it go to waste, and you can have the best year of your life. I like it. You have a very good potential, a lot of high energy, especially for money, right? Especially for business. Born on the 26th, last digit of your birthday is 8. Again, I'm giving a lot of readings here. I gotta put some for the clips as well. The last digit of the year has a huge effect as well. People born 1978 are the richest in the 70s. No, I didn't. That's a shit clip. People born 1978, that 8 in there has a huge effect when it comes to money. Just like 1998, those tigers are very rich and get paid easily. Now, when the last digit of the year is a 7, you're very intelligent. You're more smarter than most. Those 2007 pigs are gonna be smarter than 1995 pigs who are gonna be better looking, right? Just like 1983 pigs, they got them jokes. And 1971 pigs are good at arguing, they got the 1 in there, right? So the last digit of the year has a huge impact as well. And that's another deeper level you can use to study, you can use to decode your birthday. Get the Q dilemma. Gotta get those clip farms in as well. Continuing with the readings in 1 second, guys. I want to show you the calculator again. Look at the Q calculator, right? Isn't this a beauty? Think about what it was before, right? What the calculator app was before. I can show you this, actually. No, I can't. But yeah, think about what the Q calculator app was before and what it is now. It's insane. This is a completely new app. And it's brought to you by the Q team, by the people in the Q app, right? Shout out to all of you guys who made this possible. And this is absolutely brilliant, right? Absolutely brilliant. You can read any birthday put in here. You're gonna get the most advanced insight to how you can ask. Even the Western one, right? Even the Western one is so detailed. I wrote all of this. You guys don't see me talking about Western astrology too much, do you? That doesn't mean I don't know it, motherfucker. I wrote all of this shit. All of this shit, right? Check it out for all the signs. You got the overview, you got the strengths, you got the weakness, you got the relationships, career, money for your signs, health, all of that, right? So this is a cheat code, the best tool in the world, just got 10 times more better. So tap in and take advantage, alright? Alright, let's see who's the next one. Book of Feli with $10. My wife, 1/14/2003. She's in a 7 personal year, having your 3rd baby in August. Hey, congratulations! A 2003 with the 3rd baby already. Let's go. Keeping the white race alive, eh? I hope you're white at least. We need more white babies, right? What it is. What can you do to make each other better? Is it okay to have a baby in a 7 personal year? Yeah, it's fine. Like, what can you change? It's not like you can change it anymore. Right? I mean, she's a horse. I mean, born on the 4th. Hey, check it out. She's born on the 14th, 2003. There was so much 5 energy on the 3rd baby already. It makes sense, doesn't it? So, what you need in life is shungite. You need shungite in your life, brother, because this is going to protect the newborn. This is going to protect the pregnant mother. This is going to protect the baby in the stomach from EMF. 5G, cell towers, radio, all these electronic devices, all these negative frequencies, she's gonna be protected. Look at my phone. Look at my phone, right? This is Shungai stickers. I put it on a phone that EMF, the radiation coming out of it, is not gonna hurt my hand as much, right? This will almost completely neutralize it. So me, I'm doing readings, I'm talking on a phone, of course, never put your phone next to the ear, right? Always talking like this, but still, having the Shungai around you is a game changer. I have my own store for this. If you don't know, now you know, 28shungai.com, tap in. If you have kids, think about 5G went live 2019. Right, 5G has been live for 6 years. How can we possibly, learn and research how 5G affects young kids growing up if it's only 6 years old, right? We can't, right, get long-term effect results. So again, that's what the elite are playing at. So check it out. This is what you need for her. The bracelet, Shungai bracelet. She's gonna wear this. She's always gonna be protected. Having the pendant, Shungai Taurus, right, the pendant. This shape actually amplifies the Shungai's natural abilities and makes it even better. But get this around your house. If you have 3 babies, you need that, it's the least you could do for them. 28shungai.com, my friend. Anyways, how can you compatibility? Can I get a compatibility? You didn't give me your birthday, brother. Where's the, unless you gave me one before. Okay, I got it. You're 2/13/2002. Let's see. So she's she's 11 life path horse, born on 14th, and you are 1 life path horse, born on 13th. Yeah, pretty good. Only issue in your chart is essentially that you're born on 13th and she's born on 14th. Everything else makes. Wait, did I make a mistake? No, I didn't. Yeah, I didn't make a mistake. Everything else checks super out. You're very compatible. It's just the difference between a 5 and a 4. So Gary recently revealed that 5 and 4 enemy numbers. So you gotta realize that you're very good at getting used to the system. You're very good and doing the same shit every day. You don't mind, being in a routine. But she has all that 5 energy, so she needs change. Especially now it's a bit more difficult when she has a bunch of babies, but essentially to keep her happy, you need to let her dress up nice, take her out, for a night, take her out for a night in a fancy restaurant, take her out, do different things, go on date nights, go traveling with her, so she can feel, that sort of excitement in her life as well, right? Very important for her. That's the main difference between the two of you. You're more structured, you put in work, you get to work, bring in money, that's great. But she's gonna need change. She wants to feel pretty, right? She wants to feel pretty. That's how she feeds, that's the energy. She gets a lot of energy from dressing up and stuff like that, right? So let her, give her those moments, take her out for a good night, and you know what I'm saying, right? 5s need to travel. Biggest difference in your chart. And only weakness in compatibility, really. Everything else, very good. Is that a cat behind you? Of course, yeah. That's my cat. That's Rasmus. He's like, what the fuck you touching me, nigga? Don't touch me, nigga. Let me sleep, motherfucker. I mean, yeah. This is my money cat, yeah. The orange cat. Facts. Yes, sir. Yeah, you also say get a new wallet under that year's energy. For real. Good point, Arsiana369. Get a wallet. Get a horseear wallet. Unless you're born near the rat. Get a horseear wallet. What the J meant 34. I already gave you a reading. What are you still spamming about? Now, get a horseear wallet on the 28th, for example. If the energies align, if it's not your enemy, 28th of February, buying a new wallet from a horse brand, very good imprint. And again, it's not when you buy the wallet online, that's not real. It's when you buy it and use it for the first day. Put money. You want a money hack? Buy a wallet on the 28th that's founded year of the horse, now in a horse year. Put $280 in it and manifest. And you'll have the wallet for the rest of the horse year and it's gonna serve you well. That's my advice. Alright, tech sales Chad with $10. 2/12/1998. 28 is my lucky number. And you're just that turned 28 years old. Way to go, brother. Advice to maximize my income this horse year. You wanna maximize, you wanna use 20 energy in your life? Be a leader. Do things your way. Now, I'll tell you, you know this already. Let me give you something else. The way you really channel 20 energy, don't focus on money. Focus on being the best of what you do. And money comes naturally. You have the best service, the best product, the best everything, and money will just free flow to you. That's the mindset you need to have with that 20 energy. Don't be cutting corners to make the next penny. Don't be cheaping out to see how you get a little extra percent somewhere. Nah, show the best results, best everything, be the best at what you do, and money comes naturally. Look at LeBron James, 20 life path. Did he start playing basketball to be a billionaire? No, he started playing basketball to be the best player on the planet. Becoming a billionaire was a byproduct of his success. That's my advice for you and anyone else with 28 energy. I mean, you just turned 28 years old. Big changes in your life coming up. You're only 28 once. Like I said, you are 22 years old, master builder, you're 33 years old, influence, you're 33 energy. Now, you literally have pure 28 energy as you're 28 years old. So this can be a big, big year for you, especially being a horsey as well. Things are looking up, go hard, take action. And in tech sales, if you're in tech sales, you're in a very right place to be. Stay there. Sales, and if not just tech sales, anything with sales going forward, only gonna get better and better. I would also maybe have something on the side where you're expressing yourself, any creative side, like writing, having a social media presence, something like that can be a very good thing for you on the side as well. You're gonna be networking a lot going forward. If you're already in a good position, then it's only gonna get better. Networking is gonna be one of the biggest things in your 30s and your 40s. For real. Don't be a loner. Shungite, Shugnite, no, Shungite. Let me put it in the chat. 28shungite.com. That's the Shungite store. Alright, who we got next? Thank you all guys for hanging in with me here, by the way. We still got a long ways to go to get through these readings. I was hoping to go to sleep by now, but it is what it is. Hey, gotta work. Fought with no complaints, my brothers, no complaints. You guys make this possible. Appreciate every one of you. Hey, you want a full reading? If you guys like these 5 minutes readings, then you would love the 1 hour thing, wouldn't you? Alright, B-Man 429 with $10, 426 1995. How does being born on the 26th work with 2026 being a 1 year and me being a 9 life path? So again, I don't think you gotta worry about the 9 life path stuff too much. Your 2026 only happens once in a lifetime, and you're born on the 26th. This is your time to shine. How I know it's not going to affect you, because I remember in 2024, there was a dog, who Gary tried to build up. He was born on the 24th in 2024, even though it's a dragon year. I was asking him, like, why, it's a dragon. Why he's a dog. Why are you trying to build up a dragon? And he's like, born on the 24th. You're going to have a very good year still, right? So yeah, you being born on the 26th is going to massively, by a landslide, overpower, you being a 9 in a 1 universe a year. Don't worry about it. You're out of your enemy. Hey, congratulations to B-Man, born in 1995. You got out of your snake year. You're alive. You're well. And now you can go hard and take advantage. All right? Brilliant. David the Hunk with $10. 8/4/2004. Monkey. Dad is a tiger. Mom is a rooster. How do I get rid of bad karma? Is 9 and 22 enemies. What do I do next year in a 22-year cycle? Thank you, Tavert. You butchered my name, brother, but it's okay. So 8/4/2004. You are a 9 life path monkey. That is a tiger. It's 9 and 22 enemies. Yes, this is one thing Gary made public as well. Guys, I'll let you in on a little secret. In 2024, I believe, Gary released the full 9 life path class. But the 9 life path class that he had for GG33 all the way back in 2015, he put that on TikTok. If you go back and scroll down GG33 Academy, his main TikTok page, you're gonna find, if you're smart enough, he's at the 9 life path class. Literally, it's a 3-piece, three different videos in a row of the 9 life path full class for GG33. In there, he breaks down the 9, how it works, how he teaches it in his classes, and he gives all the friendly and enemy numbers. So I'm comfortable to tell you, yeah, 9 and 22 technically are enemies as well, right? And you can see all of that in there. Right? Go out and look, you'll find it. Now, that is Tiger. How do you get rid of bad karma? So I believe your bloodline is your soul click, your dad, like I believe you guys know what I think, right? I believe your soul is eternal, who you truly are within, never going to die, right? You close your eyes one lifetime, your awareness, your soul goes to the next journey to be born again for another go at it. Because to experience life, you need a body. To have a body, you need a platform, and that's Earth. So we come down here as a soul to literally play the game, go through life, evolve, and become a richer spirit. But when your goal is to live as much as you can, one lifetime ain't gonna cut it. We go through different reincarnations in different parts of the world as different characters, but it's always the same you. It's the same voice in your head right now. That's who you've always been, you always will be, and that's a lot of power in that thought. But see, you being your soul family, I believe your family, your bloodline is people you always reincarnate together with. So your father, your parents, your sibling, your kids one day, these are people, these are souls you always choose to reincarnate together with. Your soul click, so to say. So your dad, in another lifetime might have been your brother. You know, in another lifetime, maybe you were the father, he was your son, right? These are the things, when your soul is, you know, thousands, tens of thousands, hundreds of thousands of lifetimes old, you will go through all the different, you know, combinations. Now, you being him being a tiger, you being a monkey, that's mismatch. It means something somewhere went wrong. There's some, you know, there's some enemy energy in between there, right? So you gotta just figure out, you know, focus on each other's strengths first and foremost. Focus on what makes you, what connects you, and ignore the, you know, differences, right? So think about that. And let me tell you this: this world is corrupted. It shouldn't come as a surprise for anybody. We live in a broken reality. We live in a broken matrix when the once whole energy has been split into 12 signs, right? This once whole energy is split into 12 pieces, creating division, creating friction, creating polarity. So you have things like enemy signs, enemy numbers to get drama, problems, friction, negativity, right? This is here just to make the game shittier in this sense, right? So because somewhere, somehow, the matrix entities ruling over this prison, they feed off the energy creates when you fight with your father. So your father and your enemy signs, so when you fight against each other, when you go after each other, it creates a very negative frequency. You know, when a parent, you know, fight with a child and their enemy signs, it makes a very negative frequency, and these negative matrix entities, they feed off that energy, right? So don't do what the matrix wants you to do. If you're beefing with your dad, your enemy signs, you're playing right into the matrix hands, right? So that's my advice for you. Focus on what makes you, combines you, focus on it good, and heal that karma. Don't add anything onto it. God damn. Hello T, love what you do. Is there any way we can send money? Because in Pakistan we don't have option that has send money. Buy some shunga, my friend. Buy some shunga to get a full reading. He just quit or should? What do you mean? Book Kelly 71% since you're impatient. Thought I went away in 5 minutes. Never mind. Thank you, brother. Alright. Hero Desuk 02 with 11 Canadians, my brother. From Canada. Hey, March 7, 1991. When would be a good imprint day for me to travel to new places and land for the first time in the next 30 days? Thanks. So, first and foremost, you are a 3 life path goat living in Canada, 3 life path cat nation. You are, I would definitely say, you're in the right place when it comes to countries. Now, Canada's politics, that's a different story, but when it comes to your frequency, just imprint, that's the good place to be. Now, when it comes to you to make a good imprint to where to travel, it has to do a lot. You good? He good. So it has to do a lot, essentially, about the imprint, the intent behind the move, right? So think about it. My first time in America was May 23rd, 2023. Right, May 23rd, 2023, an 8 life path day. That was the first time I set boots on ground in American soil, and that's what made the imprint for me. And every time I go back there, I'm tapping into my cat year energy and my 8 energy, right? In a 33 person year as well. Every time I go to States, I get paid. I make money, I do very well there, right? So again, that's when it comes to you, what is the first time to make that imprint? It has to do a lot about what is your intent behind it. You want to find a good relationship, you want to find a wife there, go on a 5 day. You want to make more money there, go on an 8 day, right? You want to evolve spiritually there, go on 11 day, right? You want to make new networks, go on a 3 day. So, to each your own, just use this guidance. I don't want to give you, just a straight up answer. I want you to learn this yourself and be able to use it for the rest of your life. Think about it. Every country you go to like this. Every country you never been before, make the first team consciously. Going on a 28, and that's a 22-4 day. Not the best for you, right? Because 22 and 3, 4 and 3, not the greatest. So anyways, making those sort of imprints for every country you go through, you can really blueprint the energy out throughout the whole world and use to your advantage. Alright, Les Carles with $10. Oh, we got a donation, $50. Appreciate it, brother. We'll get to you once we're done with here. Les Carles with $10. Hey, David, 2/16/2003. Gary told me to get into tech fields. I just turned 23, my lucky number. Also, birthdays was a 1 life per day. I'm in a 1 year cycle. Any advice? I also just started. So yeah, tech world is very good for you, especially if it allows you to travel. So you're a 5 life path, any job that has you traveling to different places. A tech job that's just, is keeping you stuck in an office. That's not really for you, my friend. A tech job that has you to travel, allows you to go to different places, or perhaps like remote work, when you can travel the world, go to different places, and do a little bit everything without being stuck in one place. That's gonna be the best. You just turned 23. Go, happy birthday, my friend. That is your lucky number, so this is a big year for you. You also goat in a horse here, very good year for you. One per year with some 28 energy in this as well, right? So if you take your birthday to 16 at the 16 hole, 2026, 28 personal year, right? So this can be a very good day, very good year for financial imprints, starting new things in this year, going hard, taking action, making financial imprints. Very good time for you to open a business, launch a company, you know, buying a new wallet, opening a bank account, any of those sort of fresh starts, right? So use 2026 really to get the ball rolling, get things going. 2027, you go there, one of the best times in your life, right? So you got next 2 years are really gonna define how the rest of your life goes. Believe it or not, brother, next 2 years you gotta treat very seriously. They will define how the rest of your 20s goes into your 30s essentially. So go hard, don't let a minute of it go to waste. Very good energy. You bought the Shunga starter kit, room felt protected as soon as I brought it in from my room. Love it, brother, I love it. I'm happy you enjoy. If you need any more, you know where to find me. Alright, I'm so behind these messages. I'm so behind these I'm not so behind. How many viewers do we got? 89. We're still holding on 90 viewers. God damn, hey. W for you guys. W for yous. David, I know Gary says getting into gold is not that easy, but realistically, how possible is it for me to get into gold if you do bronze and silver first? I mean, you gotta talk with Gary, you know. Gary, the thing is, Gary doesn't just want anybody new coming in there. Gary wants people actually, you know, he vetoes, you know. There's been a lot of leakers, there's been problems, you know. He doesn't want to deal with that bullshit. But I mean, if you're a, you know, good youth, if you're a good person, he might let you in, you know. Maybe join the Q Lifetime, right? Maybe join the Q Lifetime community, get yourself known there. That could be a good place to start, right? Bronze and silver, you know, there's not that much of a community going on there in WAP, right? At least, I don't know how it is. I'm not in there, but just I know the Q Lifetime right now is building the best community in the field of GG33, where all the gold, bronze, and silver members can all come together as well, right? So yeah, I feel like that would be the best place. Get into the Q Lifetime, talk with Nick there, talk with us, you know, make yourself known, and then we can possibly, you know, see what's up. That would be the best way, honestly, right? You know, talk with you, video you, and then go through it. All right, Sifinson Haplo with $50. Appreciate it, my brother. So you born 5/13/1987. Your girl is 10/23/1999. Way to go, my friend. See, we always say cat and cat is the best one. You born 1987 cat, the girl 1999, you're the cat. Cat and cat is literally the best combination for you in astrology. And more often than not, that 12-year gap, you know, it works like that, literally. So this is a very good combination, but the thing is, you're both 7 life paths. So what I want to tell you is both 7 life paths in a relationship, you gotta give each other space, you gotta let each other do their own things. But you need to make sure you don't give each other too much space. See, I gave a reading to a guy who was 7 life path, woman was born as 7th. They had separate rooms, they had separate beds, they just started living separate lives and just grew apart. So as much as you guys want to give each other room, you want to make sure that doesn't become a rift between the two of you. It's a very fine balance. Just like you yourself, right? You're the older one, you like being by yourself. You don't mind being alone, you need some time for yourself. Make sure the other side doesn't feel left out. Make sure the other side doesn't feel neglected and you don't grow apart. One of the most important things. Now, what I'm gonna tell with you is a very similar thing that I told to the other reading when it had a compatibility just 15 minutes ago. You born at 13, that's a 4. She's born on the 23rd, that's a 5. That's the only, you're so similar. You're both 7 life paths and cats. That's the difference. That's what makes you guys different. And that's the one thing you guys need to work around and understand this part of your differences. You are 4, you like structure, you like routine, you don't mind going to the same restaurant. I know you're a cat. Cat is the 4th sign or 13th. You don't mind going to the same restaurant, ordering the same thing. You know it's good, right? You know what you like. You don't need to test around, you know, some random shit. You go with what you like. That's what cats are. But sure, she's born on the 23rd. She's going to want to go to different places. She's not going to want to go to the same spot over and over again. She's not going to want to do the same shit over and over every day, right? So that's the part you really got to play to each other's, you know, strengths. You got to take her out. You got to, you know, do different things with her. You got to travel with her. And let her embrace change. Let her, you know, experience new adventures, right? Not get stuck in a system, not get stuck in routine. If you guys can figure this one aspect out of in your relationship, I feel it's a very strong link. You can have that here for life, and she's gonna do well with kids. I hope you're giving her kids already. Most cats are not like that. Most cats are not very good when it comes to children, right? Especially, taking care of them. But her, I feel like she could make it work. You guys can definitely, should get some kittens in the house. 2027 goat year, really good, and especially 2035, the cat year. Getting some cat year kittens, if you did in 2023, gonna be the best idea, honestly. So what else can I say? You are a 7 life map on the 13th. Let me give you a reading as well. So 7 and 13 combination is very, very good. You guys know Thor in GG33 Gold. I've had him on a couple times. So essentially, he's a 7 life map on the 13th. Made it work very well with this energy. So 7s, have very bright ideas. 7 have a very smart mind, but more often than not, they lack that ambition. They lack work ethic. They struggle to get their ideas out to life. People born at 13th, hardworking, consistent, not the smartest, not the smartest out of the bunch, right? That's why a lot of them become the worker bees, doing the same shit every day, right? So now, when you have a 7 born on the 13th, you get the best of two worlds. Have a very strong combination, really a killer combination, because you got intelligence and you got work ethic. You got the connection to the material side and you got the spiritual side. So you gotta play both sides in life. You have a spiritual side and material side, and you build both of them together. This year, you're in a 9 personal year, so let go of things, finish things, adapt around things. Not the best time for starting new things. After your birthday this year, 5/13/2026, you go into a 28 personal year, my friend. Add it up, right? 5 plus 13, keep it whole, 2026, 28. So you have a 28 personal year. That's gonna carry you over into 2027, your GOAT year. So when a GOAT year begins, let me check when it starts. I'm giving you a full reading, right? You gotta pay $50, you're gonna get some extra. So now, the GOAT year begins February 6, 2027. So check it out, this golden ticket opportunity you have. Between February 6, 2027 into your birthday, May 13, 2027. 3 months, right? Essentially 3 months where you have 28 personal year and your GOAT year. Those 3 months will be one of the best for you for starting new things, taking action, new company, new beginnings, setting a strong tone for the rest of your 40s that you're starting 2027, and really, making financial imprints. Bank account, wallet, new investments, all of that in just that 1 3-month window. Make sense? Makes sense. All right, who we got next? For some reason, the Matrix keeps aligning me with the women born in rat years. It's a trap. Your cat is soaking up the good vibes. Hey, my cat dipped. I gotta wrap it up soon. That's a sign. My cat dipped. Hey, no more readings, right? No, don't order any more readings. My cat dipped, so that's the cue to pack it up and go home. We got Kumolo with 50 Polish money. 26/4/1996. We'll either well in 2026. Let's see. You are a 7 life path, born in 26. Yes, you will do very good. Everything is said about the 26 energy, born 2026. This is your time to shine. So again, everything you might have started in the last year, all the moves you made, everything you did in a snake year, hopefully you went all out in a snake year as a rooster, you can continue the success. You're not going to drop off like most roosters. A lot of roosters are going to drop off in 2026, but not you, because you're born at 26th. Also, you're going to turn 33. So, this is going to be a very big year for you. 2026, wow, 2026 is going to be a very big year for you. You're 32 years old, you're 20, spawn at 26, is 2026. This is a huge alignment for you to do great things and have a very important year this year. Don't let it go to waste. The free will is always there. If you just watch TV and sit on the couch this whole year, how it's not going to bet. Don't come here crying to me that the year was shit if you don't do nothing this year. Take action, go hard, and you're going to have a brilliant year. Guys, people love, let me wrap it up with this. People love to say knowledge is power. 7 is number of knowledge, 8 is number of power. You need +1 taking action to get from 7 to 8. You gotta apply this information for it to really work, right? You gotta use this knowledge. Everything we talk about here, you could go back to this, how long we've been. This 2.5 hour podcast. You could go through all of this stuff, just take notes and just find how can you work with this. It's not just good enough to learn this information, you gotta apply it. It's not good enough to just study for knowledge sourcing. You gotta study and learn with the intent of raising your frequency and your awareness. That's what makes a difference, right? Applying this motherfucking information. Ain't that some shit? All right, guys. Thanks for all of you joining. Thanks for being with me. The horse year is here. Let's go. By the way, 2026 is my big year. Remember that? You take my birthday 7/20/1999, add it up with everything whole, 2026. You see a lot. This is just the beginning. The horse, hey, you guys just wait until my 1-person list starts. I'm fighting 2 hands behind my back. I'm in a 9 year. Bomba klar. I'll just wait until the 1 year starts. Alright.